This is Worldwide Rush. It's a transportation management tycoon style game where you have to build networks of vehicles and roads and rails and aircraft flight trails all over a glorious world map right here. So, we've jumped on in. It's the 12th of June, 2010. Basically, the second day. Now, what I have done is I have unpaused and allowed the game to run for just a little bit so that we can see where our competitors are going to be going. That's right, there are a bunch of competitors that we are going to be up against. Potato Transport over here has got a small little $3 million in order to get started, and it looks like there's a couple of other competitors around. There's another one over here. Where else have we got? I'm pretty sure. Yep, there's one on the east coast of the States. There's one in Mexico, just coming out of Mexico City. So, yeah, we're going to be going up against a lot of companies. We can, of course, buy them out in the course of time. But for now, it's very much about getting the basics sorted. So, there's a couple of different areas that we can start with. Basically, what you want to be doing in the first instance is establishing a hub. A hub should theoretically be in a big city. I'm thinking that we want to maybe, instead of doing the obvious one like London or Paris, you know, maybe we do something a little bit more low-key. Maybe we do like Brussels, or maybe we do Bern. We're going to be up against Berlin here, but I think there's still like a lot of good European capitals that we can go for. So I think we're going to start in Belgium. We're going to buy a hub. It's going to cost me a lot of money. $750,000. But it'll be worth it, and we only have to get one done in the first instance. So with Brussels being our hub, what does that actually mean for us? Well, it means, first and foremost, that we can upgrade city infrastructure. And by city infrastructure, I mean we can increase various aspects of the city, but we can also store and operate up to 4 vehicles here. You can see that if I hover over here, we can upgrade the hub specifically. It's going to increase the expenses. It's going to cost a whole bunch of money, but it's also going to allow us to operate more than just a couple of vehicles. So what are we going to do in the first instance? Well, we're going to create a route. Now, Brussels people want to go quite a lot of places, and you can see by looking at this, Beringen. People in Beringen want to go to Brussels, and they want to go to Tilburg. They really want to do that. Antwerp, they want to go to Brussels. Where do people in Brussels want to go? Mostly over to Wiesbaden over here. That's quite a distance, to be honest. And they want to go to Namur. Is that how you say it? I have no idea. The people in Namur want to come here. Okay, here's what we're going to do in the first instance. Brussels, we're going to do a new route between Brussels and Namur right there. And we're not able to create the route quite yet. We need to nab ourselves a vehicle to operate on this route. Now, there's a couple of different options that we have. First things first, draw your attention to the type of vehicle that we're going to be using. In this case, we are definitely going to be using a small bus. Now, we don't have a larger bus quite yet. We've got some small stuff here, but nothing too wild. We do have access to a couple of trains. Trains are going to be very, very useful, but note the price of the trains. They cost a heck of a lot. So even with a 25% discount, oof, that's pretty good. We're still going to be paying $615K. We only have, like, what, 3 trains in us? Yeah, literally 3 trains in us. So I'd rather not do that. Instead, let's just buy some, you know, reasonably expensive, but still decent routes. Still decent buses. Now, here's what we can do. We can choose to build this road. Now, the road that the video game wants to build is actually going to go to Charleroi. I think that's how you say it. Is that not where the airport is? I'm pretty sure there's an airport over here that, like, Ryanair fly into. That's a bit of a roundabout tangent. Anyway, yeah, Charleroi over here. Great. The road is going to be built like that. Fantastic, we can do that. We can also choose, if we want to, for whatever reason, we can choose to build our own roads. However, I'm not going to bother too much about doing that. Let's just unpause and let the video game go. We still have a few more people looking to go to Namur over here. You can see our fulfillment percentage is only 38%, so it's not exactly ideal, but it is something. Now, people in Charleroi do want to go to Brussels, so I think we can get a Brussels Brussels to Charleroi and return route, like, fairly easily. Something that I will say I do like about this game, and it's far from perfect, and I want to talk about, do not do this. See, if I click Charleroi as the first point on the route, it's going to charge 750k in order to build a hub. I absolutely do not want to do that, so, you know, let's just instead do that, and we will select you. So yeah, something that I do like about this game, it is very, very easy to sort of create routes. Uh-oh. Where the heck are you? Oh, no. Okay, it's a good thing that we didn't start in Paris, because Austral Aviation, apparently, is doing Maastricht to Paris routes. That's quite impressive. Is there a company here? There is a company here. No, how can I tell? I don't even know how to tell. Apparently, no, there's not a company there. That's fine, but there is a company here. Oh yeah, little hub icon. There's no company with a hub in Amsterdam yet. Okay, so Paris, the Austral Aviation Company that we're going to be going up against. Yeah, you. Austral Aviation. So what we can do is we can have a little look in companies here. We can go to Austral Aviation, and we can see how much you're worth. Unfortunately, if we wanted to buy you out, it would cost us a little bit of money, because every company in the game starts with a $3 million loan. Apparently, turns out, we can't buy them out quite yet, but that's okay. My tiny little bus network is going to grow into something, I hope, much more impressive. Now, Namur, you are going to the right place. Great. I'm actually going to duplicate this bus so that we're immediately going to get ourselves a second one. That is already us to 3 out of 4, but that's fine. I think I'm going to do a Ghent to Brussels route just because I want to check off some of the easy ones. Now, what we can do is we can go point to point, so we can do Ghent to Brussels. Nice. It doesn't go sort of straight. There. It does cost us 57k in order to build the road, but that's fine. The demo of this game, which I did play and thought was decent, but definitely needed a lot of refining. What do I want? I want 9 passengers, please, and Aka. There's only 2 in the inventory left. That's because I've bought 3 of them so far. Yeah, the demo of this game, which I played, definitely needed a lot of refining, and one of the things is that when you build the roads just go from point to point, and on the map, that looks super weird. However, now, at least we've got a much more sort of, like, natural road network that we are being built out. Right, what have we got over here? We have got a request to build a hub in Aachen. Okay, I mean, we can do that. I don't think that there's any reward for doing this. Now, if I was to just upgrade this hub, how much would it cost? It would cost me 75k. I'm gonna take the option that costs 10%. I mean, I know that our expenses do increase, but I mean, who cares, right? Also, where's this going to? London to Brussels? A passenger route from London to Brussels? I mean, I'm actually really interested in doing that. Very interested in doing that. Let's get some new stuff set up, like a little bit more quickly. This is all looking very, very good, by the way. I don't think that we're completely fulfilling the Ghent demand, and to be honest, we could just double up a lot of our buses, but I don't really want to do that. I want to expand. I want to get some roads on the map. There we go. Let's go here. Let's get our last bus in this category. Let's build that. Great. Let's get another route. Add a city here to here. Nice. We can just click it on the map. I should just do that. And we'll get you. Build a road. Cool. Yeah, so that's a really good decision there, because between Antwerp and Bergen, it's going to allow us to create a route. However, the journey time is going to now be a little bit larger, which is maybe not exactly something that I was super interested in, but it's fine. Either way, we have an objective up here, a microfleet. Company classification represents the size of our operation. At the moment, we are a microfleet. However, if we transport more than 300 passengers this month, then we will get 10% investment subsidies. Excellent. Investment subsidies are provided by government supporting company growth, which I think means a lot of discounts on a lot of different things. Right, is it time for an Aachen hub here? I mean, it's like 3 stars. It's like a level 3. It's a level 3 passenger demand. You know what? Sure, I'm gonna do it. Let's absolutely do it. I don't think I can take much more money. But there is definitely a little bit of demand between Aachen and elsewhere. But I think what we want to do is maybe get sort of Aachen developed into its own little hub of operations. I really want to go down the route of getting trains, but I just know, ooh, look at this. Kerpigan. This is nice. Ooh, there's a potential to negotiate for a grant from Aachen. Connect all destinations and management will do the rest. Yeah, where are these destinations? Hold on, before I do that, where are these destinations? Oh, it's all these four? So Cologne, Kerpigan, Brussels, and Bern. That is unbelievably fantastic. Let me tell you why, because it's going to allow us to get Aachen to Cologne, and then we're going to add Kerpigan. That's absolutely not how you say it, Kerpen. Yeah, on the way back. Aachen, Cologne. No, we need to go via, yeah, there we go. There. We can't do Kerpigan. Toggle cyclic. Cologne. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's cyclical or not, but whatever. I'm going to get another bus on this route just because I think we're going to need them. So, that has connected two of the destinations. Fantastic. Brussels to Aachen. Where do we want to start with this one? That's the real question. I mean, just add it here. Nice. God, these flags are very confusing. I know there's... I mean, it's the same colors. I know they're different flags. Obviously, I know they're different flags. But, man, they do look kind of similar. Right. Nice. I like how it automatically connects via Liège there. Liège? Liège. Let's add a city. Let's add Liège in the middle. Can we pop that up there? Yes. And then toggle cyclic. See, I don't want to toggle cyclic, though. I want to go back via Liège. You know? Brussels, Liège, Aachen, Liège. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. Just connect that all up. Either way, that's our 3 out of 4 bonuses. And we still have to get a route to Bern. How far is Bern? Actually, a fair distance, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Between Aachen and Bern, it's a fair distance. That being said, I mean, if I was to build a road, right? If I was to build a road between Bern... I've just paused here for a second. Bern and Aachen, 590,000. However, I do have a secret plan. I do have a secret plan up my sleeve, and that secret plan, quite simply, Aachen to Bern. That's right. So far, so good. However, we're gonna buy an aircraft. We can only afford one, and it's a tiny little one. But it's fine. I mean, it is the cheapest plane that we can possibly afford. But we're going to do it. Absolutely. Yes. Give me the money. Please give me the money. I don't know if that's going to get paid right now or if it's going to get paid at the end of the month. But I am very, very excited to hopefully get it. Now, at the moment, I'm not really hitting all of my fulfillment quotas. I definitely want to be... Oh, look at this. So look, people in Namur want to go to Aachen. They're being transferred through Brussels in order to get to Aachen. I am 100%, by the way, gonna need to get a bigger bus here. Right. Don't know why you've not got anyone. Yeah, maybe the people just haven't arrived yet. It's fine. It might just be the first time that this has happened. Either way, the fact that we're going to be getting a bonus, I really, really hope that that's paid kind of soon. But I'm pretty happy with that. We've spent a lot of money. Obviously, I know if you have a little look at this operating profit, we've actually made money. Income, expenses, all of my expenses have been just one-off occurrences. I am really happy with the decision to get a potato transport aircraft into the sky. I think that's an absolutely banging idea, even though it's only going to be carrying, like 8 passengers. It's not bad. Right, we've just hit the 300 milestone, which is pretty darn good. I'm reasonably happy with that. I mean, is there anything else that I can do / want to do right now? I definitely want to become the Brussels transport operator, and maybe even contest Germany, to be honest, because Germany's got a lot of big cities. Aachen is a 3-star. Berlin, obviously, also a 3-star. But it's fine. I am loving this. This is good. Also, one of the buses has been assigned to the Brussels hub as opposed to the Aachen hub, which is why we're only at 3 out of 5 over here. Is there anywhere else that the people of Aachen want to go? Maybe we just get a direct bus service. I feel like I need to Namur to Aachen, Ghent to Paris. What? Where the heck? How the heck are people getting to Paris? Is anybody flying what? Aachen to Paris. You son of a gun. You absolute son of a gun. You have started flying into my airport? I mean, that's a little sneaky. That is a little sneaky. Yeah, look at that. Paris to Aachen. I sincerely hope you lose a lot of money. I want to contest that. I absolutely want to contest that, but unfortunately, I don't think I can. Either way, you know, that's competition for you, isn't it? That is absolutely competition. Right. I'm gonna need to get, where is it? Brussels, the Brussels route. Yep, we do the Brussels to Aachen route. Yep, we only have one vehicle on at the moment. Brussels, Aachen, Liège, etc. I will just duplicate you, and I will duplicate you again if I possibly can. The vehicle's out of stock, and unfortunately, I have no money in my bank account right now, so let's go into double time speed so that we can at least try and buy ourselves another vehicle. I am super annoyed about this. I really want to compete. I really, really, really want to compete on this line. I don't think that there's a way that we can sort of differentiate the price of our tickets, but that's fine. Either way. Right. Hey, look at that. End of the month. Fantastic. We managed to hit, what was it, level 2? Yeah. Company classification is currently Urban Transit. Provincial Pioneers is up next. That's 1,500. So, some vehicles are underperforming. It's a lot of the smaller ones. I mean, yes, I will deal with that. More connections to Brussels. Where do you want to go? Has no direct path to any of these places. Weisenbaden? Is that an aircraft journey? It does look like it could be an aircraft journey. Now, I don't think... I could totally borrow another little slice of cheddar. I earned trust in Belgium, I earned trust in Germany, and cities have grown. Excellent. Namur has gone from destination 1 to 2, and as it goes from destination 1 to 2, there we go. I was going to say, it adds a brand new destination, which we will try and serve. Now, I really want to get rail. I really, really, really want to get rail. I don't think anybody's gone down the rail route yet, but I am keen. How's my competitor in Austral Aviation doing? Company value 800k. I mean, if I was to buy you out, it would cost me 3.8. I think my value's more. I hope my value's more. I don't even know. 1.2. What did I say? What did I say theirs was? 1.7. Okay, so we're a little bit behind them, but that's fine. I feel like aircraft are quite good. Right. How are we going to get to Luxembourg? That's the real question. Do I want to... I unfortunately can't, right? I can't take out any more of a loan. Every month, the maximum loan amount is recalculated based on the company value. Yeah, so I want to go to Luxembourg. I'm going to go to Luxembourg. I need to increase... Has no direct path. Aachen to Brussels. Yeah, I know you have no direct path. Maybe we just loop Liège out of it. Maybe we change the route, to be honest. I kind of don't hate that. But I kind of like the fact that we've got, you know, we've got it all going on. Anyway, let's see if we can try and get the hub upgraded. We're going to add a few extra bits and bobs. Our discount, by the way, is now minus 30%. I presume that's because we got trust in Brussels. Either way, good thing to do. I am going to... I could just buy an aircraft and fly to London. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a couple of different things. First things first, let's do a Brussels to London route. Where... Nevers? No, I don't really want to go there. Let's do a Brussels... London route. Yep, and we'll just do the cheapest aircraft that we possibly can. I want a good sort of... I want a good, diverse portfolio of different aircraft. Yep, this is good. That's going to allow me to have a direct path, I hope. Then do we want to maybe just get a Brussels to Aachen route? Just do it direct. I mean, it might... I thought I was being clever having a... we'll just get a cheap one. I thought I was being clever having sort of three stops along the way, but apparently not. Also, is that... I think we're... Is that somebody else's transportation? No, that's me. Okay, it just looked... It's just a different style of van. Either way, more connections to Brussels. That's good. That's going to give us some more grant money, which I'm very, very happy about. Yeah, vehicle profitability. Brussels to Namur. I don't love this fact. You're doing Brussels to Charleroi, and you're doing Brussels to Namur as well. Can we serve this with just one single route? I wonder if we can maybe rework this all. I mean, I can sell... Depreciation is basically we've not even got that much. We've not even lost that much in the sale price. But obviously, I don't want to be losing cash left, right, and center. But 4 out of 9 feels to me like we should be able to make that work in terms of profitability. That's okay though. Yeah, Aachen to Mar, fine. Charleroi. Let's sell that. Yep. And then we will adjust this route so that we can make it work. We want to add Charleroi here after... Yeah, actually this. And then we toggle cyclical. Fine. No, wait. That's how it should look. Yeah, so that needs to be good. A non-cyclical route goes to all places in reverse order. Okay. I think I have messed this route up then. If that's cyclical. Hold on. Aachen to Brussels. Yeah, so this needs to absolutely be changed. So we need to just go Aachen. Yeah, Brussels, Liège, Aachen. No, it's right, actually. So yeah, it'll go Aachen, Liège, Brussels on the way back. Fine. Well, you know what? We've still got a direct connection now, which is exactly what we want. That is apparently all that we need in order to make people happy. But that's how the cyclical versus non-cyclical stuff is working. This is good. So, Luxembourg. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really figured out how I'm going to do this. I really want to do a train route. A rail route between Brussels and Luxembourg. The first rail route on the map. I mean, I could just about make this work. I mean, we could go via Namur and actually cut off and save these 2 buses, actually. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm absolutely going to do it. Okay. So, Charleroi still needs some form of connection. I don't know how we're going to deal with that, but frankly, that is a problem for a future potato. This current potato is going to try and get a Brussels... Just click, it's easier. Brussels to Luxembourg route. Now, am I going to have the money for a train? That's the real question. Not going to have the money for a train. We need to wait until the end of the month in order to actually run this thing. Unless I've managed to magically get 500,000 by the end of the month. I hope so. Right, let's check our other... Brussels to Namur. Yeah, I'm going to sell you... Although that being said, it's like, you currently have 8 out of 10 capacity. You currently have 7 out of 10 capacity. That feels like... Maybe I just need to give you a little bit more time to run. 7 out of 10 capacity seems totally fine. Yeah, but either way... Brussels, Charleroi... You're also losing money. Yeah, maybe I just drop the Charleroi service completely. It does seem ridiculously bad, and I'm pretty sure it's... oh, God. Ghent is losing me even more money. Oh, there's... Ghent to Calais? Where's Calais? Calais over here, isn't it? I wonder. I mean, I'm saving up until the next month anyway. Why don't I edit you? You're doing Ghent to Brussels, and clearly nobody wants to go there. So instead, why don't we see if we can try and get Ghent to Calais? Yeah, great. Can I maybe go via... Can I maybe go via all of these, like, little places? 700,000 in order to build this? Literally Ghent to Calais? That's 140k. So how did it become 170 then? Right, well, whatever the case, I will do that. That maybe seems like an insane thing to do, but I think we're going to just make it happen. Right, edit routes. We're going to go Ghent to Calais, and then back. Yes. Good. Okay, so I feel like I've gotten the hang of the cyclic versus non-cyclic. That's perfect. And that will adjust the profitability. I mean, obviously, it's not going to happen immediately, but I'm thinking, right, if loads and loads of people want to go to Calais, then, heck yeah, let's go to Calais. Does anybody want to go to Ghent? On the way back? No. So you're going to run basically empty. I mean, that's what we call in the business a big fat oof. Lille? We could go back via Lille? I mean, I feel like I'm just... There we go. What about to here? 41k? Sure, I feel like I'm so deep down the rabbit hole now trying to make this single flippin' bus profitable instead of just selling it and moving on and forgetting about Ghent, you know? But that's okay. I'm determined. Besides, it's gonna hopefully allow all of my competitors to, you know, get lost in their own machinations, right? Add city, Lille on the way back, and then... do I want to go back to Calais and then to there? Not really. Not really. I kind of just want to go back to Ghent. Fine. Well, you know what? This is either going to be profitable or not. So let's just see if it works. If it doesn't, it's not going to. Also, I think I'm going to be painfully close to not hitting urban transit in the right time. Right, destinations have changed. In Antwerp, Namur, Kerpen, don't care. Cities have grown. Liège and Aachen both have grown. That's nice. How am I doing money-wise? And most importantly, can I borrow more? I still can't borrow more. That's a real kicker. I realize that I have spent a lot to make this work, so we're gonna have to make this work. We are gonna have to make this work. Yeah. I think I want to do... Yeah, so you're gonna go back to Calais now. Which is not... Which is actually fine. Which is actually fine. But I think maybe we do want to make you cyclic. Yeah, so after Lille, we go back to Brussels. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Fine. So we go Ghent. We get a bunch of passengers. Then we go to Calais. And then we pick up a bunch of passengers. And then we go to Lille. And then we go straight back to Brussels. Which is not perfect, but it will hopefully give us some Aachen passengers because there is an Aachen to Brussels route. I think that will work. I think that will work. I'm hoping. I'm praying. Right. We're going to get money if we connect Brussels to Wiesbaden. And also High to Brussels. People want to go to High and Liège. Well, you know what? This is going to be a very cheap route for me to fix. Let me just absolutely double check that you are actually going to make money. You actually look like you're making money now. That's good. I still have bought 360k of train tracks and still haven't done anything with it, so that needs to get rectified. Right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to connect up here to here. We're going to do that. It's only going to cost me 30k. It's a nice cheap one. Brussels. We are going to do a route between Brussels... We're going to start in Brussels because we have to start in Brussels because we literally can't start anywhere else. Well, I suppose we can, but otherwise it would be a disaster. How about that? I think that's perfect, right? We nab ourselves a big truck, or big vehicle, and we get ourselves a bonus. Right, now Wiesbaden. Oh, it's got to be an aircraft, but if it's an aircraft, then... What if I go Cologne to Wiesbaden? How much is that going to be? 154k? I mean, I will make the money back. I absolutely will make the money back. But it just seems too slow. It seems too slow, and I think we need to try and do it via aircraft, or we need to try and do it via train. The problem is... The problem is timing. I need to get this done by the end of the month in order to get the grant monies. And how much am I going to need... How much am I going to need cash-wise to make this happen? Let's have a look. I might just have the cash. I just do have the cash, actually. Fine. I'll do it. Let's make it happen. Give me the bonus. Thank you very much. We will get that established as quickly as we possibly can so that we can just start the process of making this money. Is the bonus, by the way, on top of the grant? If the bonus is on top of the grant, then we should be in tune for 800k of grant monies at the end of this... At the end of this month. I don't feel like that's the correct amount. But maybe it is. Maybe I'm just misreading how the grant system works. Either way, this is feeling pretty darn good. Are we going to hit our urban transit goal? I think we are. I mean, we got 1,400 last month. We're going to hit 1,500 this month in... Not in all certainty, but in all probability. We still have a little bit of extra cash to go. There we go. Or do we maybe only get our grant money if we hit our targets? Yeah, that might be the case. Well, let's find out. Let's find out. We're either going to get 400k. Either way, it's going to be enough for me to get this. It's going to be enough for me to get this train in place, which is going to be so useful because it's going to allow me to save up some space. Great timing. We just hit 1,520 passengers. We get some more investment subsidies. We hit a regional fleet. I think we got... How can I check? Grants, 600k. Aha! So, we get 200k just from the connection. We got 200k from each of the grant thingies. Each of the grant objectives. And we got an extra 200k for 100%ing the bonus. So, that is great. More connections to Brussels. Yes, we are going to go to Luxembourg right now. Connect the whole nation? I love that objective. That's a fantastic objective. I think we're going to struggle to do much... Well, no. Actually, if I can borrow more money this month... I can't, alas. How's my company value doing? How am I competing against others? I'm second! I'm second against Russia Fleet, which is operating... Is it literally just bus services? They have 14 vehicles. Well, I'm about to have 14 vehicles as well, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So, more connections. Let's set up our first and most glorious of them all, rail route. We're going to do that there. Do I want to go via Namur? I actually kind of do. Yep, let's do that. And then to there. I know there's not going to be any direct connection. Well, I don't know. Will that count as a direct connection? Let's find out. Create it. Good. Yep, boom. Okay, so that does count as a direct connection. Now, I need to go to Arlon and Nevers. Arlon is in Belgium somewhere. It's over here. Oh. I mean, it's absolutely primed. It's absolutely primed for a rail connection, but I just can't. I mean, if I was to destroy all of this, what if I just connect? God, I really don't want to do this, though. I really don't want to do this. No. So, new rails. We go here to here. And then here to here. 78,000. I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to do it because we've already got the train. And we're going to edit the route. And this is going to be, you know, it's going to be the train for the ages, right? Arlon, give Arlon the connection. Make sure that it's before Luxembourg. Confirm the edit. It costs us basically nothing to do. Did cost me 78k. But, I mean, look, when you're going to be spending, like, 40, 50k on a bus anyway, you might as well... Oh, by the way, look at that. 1 million in grant monies. That's so good. There's so much opportunity here. Right. The Luxembourg train better be flipping full, by the way. It's not. We have 0 people waiting to go to Luxembourg, but people in Luxembourg want to go to Brussels, right? Well, they want to go to Aachen, and if they want to go to Aachen, then I suppose they can kind of go to Brussels, because it's the only way that they're going to get there. I don't know where I don't know where or how else they would be planning to get there. People in Arlon want to go to Luxembourg, right? No, they want to go to Brussels though, so that's fine. The train has 0 people on. Now it has 15 people on. I'm going to pay very, very close attention to this. Very, very close attention to this line. 20. Good. We are not making very much money from this route at all. This train line has been an absolute disaster. I mean... yeah. Well, at least we've got it now. We just need to try and stimulate demand in Luxembourg for people that want to go to... people that want to go there. I mean, Aachen to Berlin, that's a new route. We're fulfilling the 100% of the travel to Brussels. I mean, people can go to Aachen. They can go to Aachen via Brussels. There's an indirect route over there. Whatever. Look, I'm getting sidetracked here. Right, a connection to Nevers. Where the heck is Nevers? Yeah, I know where Brussels is, video game. Nevers is down... ugh, Nevers is down here. That means aircraft. Connect the whole nation. Connect the whole nation is simply easier. Yeah, it's way easier. So people in Bruges want to go to Ghent to Ostend. And then people in Ostend want to go to Ghent and somewhere in the Netherlands, which I really don't care about. No offense to the Netherlands there. Here's what we're gonna do. Very, very simple. We're gonna buy... we're at capacity here. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Infrastructure upgrade 219,000. Let me tell you, that is not possible. But what we can do, you do Brussels to Namur. You are gonna get binned. Or actually, we're gonna change your routes or edit your routes. Now, very unfortunately, I'm going to have to start in Brussels, even though I don't really want to. I'd rather just do Ghent, Bruges, Ostend. But we will do that. Confirm the edit. That mostly connects us up. And then where do you want to go? You want to go Ghent into Lille. And Charleroi. Charleroi to Tournai. Okay, so there's actually demand over there. What would that cost? 70,000? I'll do it. And then, what about one of my buses that is still doing... yeah, so we don't do Namur anymore, right? Here's the thing. We're going to change this up. This feels very intricate, but I think it's the right thing to do. Charleroi to Tournai. Yep. And then back to Charleroi, and then over to Brussels. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That is the nation connected. Absolutely. Once we get the route... once we get the route, that is it. Over to Tournai, 100%. Brilliant. Okay. That is what I am talking about. Love it. And then all the way up to Brussels. That should count as our connect the whole nation, right? I hope anyway. Tournai, yep, good. Good. And people can still go via, you know, you can go via Ghent. There is an indirect path. It is definitely there. What do I need to do in order to have this recognized as a route? Do I need to connect it up to somewhere else? I am not sure. Also, we are doing a Brussels to Antwerp route here. I need to absolutely change this route. Change this route. Brussels, instead of going to Antwerp, go to Tournai. No travelers between the selected city. But I'm going to do it anyway, because it's going to allow us to say everything is connected. And then this route is going to get edited, and we will do up to Antwerp. Yep. There we go. Brussels, Antwerp, Beringen. Cool. So, yeah, I mean, now we are connected, right? Now we are connected. There we go. Connect the whole nation. Brilliant. It needs to be a direct service. It might be unprofitable, but people can still get to Ghent that way, so it is definitely worth doing. Now, I would love to connect up Nevers. Do I have the ability to do that? That's the real question. I need to get an aircraft, and an aircraft is going to cost me... it's going to cost me more than It's going to cost me more than just money. The problem is that I have a lot of roots. I have a lot of roots. Which one's the roots one? This one. I have a lot of roots. Not all of them make money, but it's fine. But what we're going to need to... Yeah, that's the train, which is losing money. Yeah, not all of them make money, that's fine. But... You do Brussels, Liège, Aachen, Liège, Brussels, etc. That's good. And you do Liège, Brussels, Liège. Fine. Yeah, maybe we can sort of simplify this, but the problem is that I need more money anyway to connect up to Nevers, and Nevers has to be done. I mean, there is literally no hope in hell that this can be done manually. This needs to be done with an aircraft. Yeah. It's good. It's good, though. I mean, on the whole, it's good. It's fine. Aachen to Brussels direct. I'm going to sell you. Yeah. Sell you. If I sell you, that will allow me to get... That'll allow me to get a service to where I want to go, right? It's going to be close. It's very close, but it's enough. It's enough. Let's get it created. If I do this, I may technically dip into the negative cash, but it's going to allow me... It's going to allow me to get absolutely loaded on the out. And now that I've got the plane, I can at least keep it and fly it around as I want to. Hopefully, you will arrive in Nevers before the end of the month. If you don't, well, we're going to be in some trouble. But we're still set for 1 million of income. I mean, that's just huge. I had no idea that one of the objectives would be connect the whole nation. On that basis, I should have picked like Switzerland or Luxembourg or something, because that would have been a heck of a lot easier. Either way, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Money in the bank. I love it. I really do like this sort of quest-based sort of system here. I need 5,000 passengers. Last month, we did not manage to get even close to 5,000. That's fine. Fulfill the Brussels to Aachen demand. Here's the thing, video game. I've got money now. And that means trains. Connect Ghent to Aachen? I mean, it is indirectly connected. Connect, what the heck? Wilgen-Schwenningen to Aachen. Are you having a giggle? It's miles away. I mean... Aachen International Airport is going to be very busy, isn't it? Also, it looks like the enemy has stopped flying into Aachen. I don't know. Let's have a little look, shall we? Where are you currently flying? What's the name? Austral Aviation. They've only got 2 vehicles. Ha, ha, ha. 3.4 in order to buy them out. They only have a company value of 400,000. Oh, it's beautiful. Ooh, that being said, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? Who is this? This is... Aegean Solutions? You got a company value of 630k, but you've decided to build all the way up to Newcastle. Not exactly ideal, but hey-ho. Yeah. We have gained trust. Ooh, look at this. We are now the trusted partner in 3 countries. Ooh, interesting. Interesting indeed. Very interesting. I like this. Okay. Yeah, what can I... We can adjust the world text. We can adjust competitors. Okay. Borders. We can turn borders off. Or, yeah, literally just... Profit. No, profit view or normal view. I don't know the difference between profit view and corporate view. Okay, fine. Well, we'll just stay in normal mode then. That's okay. Anyway, fulfill the Aachen demand. We might just sort of do that naturally. We need to find some way of getting to Berlin. It's got to be aircraft, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got to be aircraft if we go to Berlin. Is anybody in Berlin wanting to go to Aachen? I don't think so. But we could still turn that around. Here's the thing. My train network is... My train network is bad. But I think we can go again with trains, right? Here's what I want to do. I want to do Brussels to Liège, to Aachen, to Cologne. That leg alone is going to cost me 100k. But that in itself, right? If we do this, if we build this, and if we train it, is going to allow me to save so much money, because capacity on trains is like nothing else. Not to mention the fact that I can sell you, brilliant, and hopefully we will still have enough money left over to make ourselves, there we go, to Aachen, and then to Cologne. Nice. I mean, yeah, we're basing it out of Aachen, but that's fine. Oh, no, Liège as well. And Liège will go before Aachen, after Cologne, and then we will go back on the train, on the rails. Love to see it. 500 and something thousand. It's a bit of an investment, but I think it's going to be worthwhile, and it means that we can ideally sell off some of our trucks as well and free up a little bit of sort of more high-value space, which is really what I'm after. Now, Aachen, connect Aachen to Ghent. To be fair, we could introduce like a Brussels to Ghent railway. That feels absolutely over the top. But I'm also kind of like, well, it's actually probably pretty cheap. I mean, we've already got the train, right? Let's do it. And it's going to get, I mean, it's basically going to pay for itself if we get the 208,000. Which is nice. You know what? Let it... don't bother. So instead of going to Brussels, we add Ghent. And Ghent goes all the way up at the top here. Right before Brussels. Cool. Right, it might... yeah, there we go. It might do a little reset. It starts in Ghent now. That's okay. That's great. That is absolutely brilliant. So there are now 3 routes that are coming out of Ghent. One of them we might not need. Ghent to Cologne, that's the train. What do we... No, we do kind of need all these 3, actually, because one goes up here, one goes this way. Fine. Right, get rid of that. What's grown? City's grown. Charleroi, Brussels, Hoy has grown. Nice. Ghent to Aachen, we are going to get a lot of bonuses from that. I mean, this is such a stupid route, but, I mean, I can't afford it. And I do have space in Aachen for one more flight. It's either Berlin or this flight over here. Villingen-Svingen. That's exactly how you say it. I'm certain it's exactly how you say it. Definitely haven't butchered that one. Right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Also, there are water taxis in this game. I want to explore water taxis. Maybe we can do something in Amsterdam. There's nobody that's got any routes or anything in Amsterdam. A water taxi between Ostend and Dorndrecht? Why did I pick an area of Europe that I can so obviously not say the place names of with any degree of confidence? Right, Aachen to... Yeah, where are you going, by the way? You're going Liège, Aachen, Liège, Brussels. Yeah, you're going to get sold, my friend. You're going to get sold. Now, I could not sell you and just, like, reassign you to somewhere else, but I don't think I want to do that. Also, I think all of my trucks are actually making money now. I think they're all making money. That's an absolute lie. You are just... Oh, yeah, you need to get sold as well. I'm going to sell you. Because we already have... Yeah, we already have a route that serves Tornoi anyway. So, yeah, the fact that it's now indirect isn't a problem because I've already collected my my bonus. So, yeah, this route should continue to operate on the highest levels possible. I am really happy with Potato Transport Train number 2. Potato Train Transport number 1... actually has finally hit profitability. I mean, I know that we're sort of playing slowly. We're only in, you know, October so far. Cologne to Aachen. Yeah, you can get sold, amigo. There is pretty much no reason that you now need to exist. I will let you drive back. There we go. And then sell you as well, because we now connect that up via train. We now do that via train. And we want to try and shift as much of the train demand onto much of the demand onto rails as we possibly can. Yeah, so that's really, really good. So Aachen is now looking good. Berlin, as I say, Berlin is the one place that we need to supply to in order to get it to grow. Weisenbahn. Oh yeah, we have 45 people waiting to get there. We're flying them in, aren't we? Yeah, we are. So fulfill Aachen demand. We're at 80%. We can do a... What am I talking about? Because I sold the Cologne bus, we can now do a route to... We can now do a route to Berlin. It's a long one, mind you. It is a long one. But it's absolutely going to be worthwhile. Right. There we go. Get it done. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That is 100% of the Aachen demand dealt with. There might be a little bit of a wait to get the goods coming through, but that is, as far as I'm concerned, totally fine. This is looking great. This is looking really, really good. I wish I could make this rail route a little bit more profitable. I know I said I was happy that it is profitable now. I am. But look at this sucker, right? You've been profitable from day one, even at a 22% efficiency rate. And I am impressed. I am really, really impressed by how that's all coming together. So, we need to break 2,000 in order to break our new PB, or in order to have a new PB, which I think we will do, but I don't think we're going to be even close to 5,000. We need to do rail. We need to do rail from Amsterdam to Brussels. That's what I think we need to do. And then from Brussels to Paris, really. So, because if we connect up a massive, big sort of hub up here. In fact, maybe building a new hub in Amsterdam is not a bad idea at all. Because there's lots of these like little offshoots that we could sort of connect up to. We connect up to all the offshoots. And then we build a big old rail network. And that will allow all of the offshoots to get, you know, through a hub and spoke system down into Brussels. I mean, Paris, is there anything that... You want to go to Aachen? Yeah, see, again, a Brussels to Paris route would be fantastic. I'm loath to connect up Paris, though, because if you're just flying airplanes, right, you're pretty much never going to be able to grow the city. Whereas if I bring in customers, you know, or route connections to Aachen, that might end up counterintuitively helping my opponents. This Aachen demand is Kerpen? I forgot about Kerpen. Kerpen now no longer is connected. Delete this. Yeah. And then Aachen, Kerpen, Cologne. Creates. Then train. Edit routes. This is going to turn into like some stupid little regional service, isn't it? Kerpen is going to be before Cologne. There we go. Confirm. That might mean that we end up fulfilling the demand very slightly, but it also might mean that we fail. If we do, that's fine. It's okay. More connections to Aachen. I think Aachen is grown. If it's not grown, well, why not? Has no direct path. Dusseldorf, Paris, Lille. Well, Amsterdam. Look, Amsterdam is definitely gonna be on the list. We just made a whole heck of a lot of money. Also, I think I can borrow more. I can borrow up to 8 million now. I must be the highest company value. Flippin' Russia fleet? Russia fleet? Russia fleet with just buses? They've got an 8 million loan, so they've got more. They have loaned more than me, but that's still worrying development nonetheless. Right, this is a big investment. This is time for a big investment. So, we're going to buy a hub in Amsterdam. Yes, absolutely we're going to do that. That is almost completely wiped me out, but that's okay because I'm going to borrow up to the maximum amount that I possibly can. We're then... Liège, Amsterdam, whatever, don't care. Charleroi has grown to level 3. Charleroi, have you given me a decent option? You have. Paris is a decent option for you because... I mean, I did say that I would rather not help out my competitor over here. But, I mean, I will maybe do that next month. And if they're still struggling next month and I've got more cash next month, maybe I can buy them out. You never know. That might happen. Right. Let's do rails between Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Dordrecht, Antwerp, Brussels. That's only 350k. Can I go maybe up to... Can I go maybe up to Alkmaar as well? No, because that is a water crossing. And that would be very expensive. I think that's good, though. I mean, that's 400k. It's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but it's actually... I feel like that's a really good route. It doesn't, unfortunately, allow me to cut this bus off quite yet, but it does at least get... It does at least get me a lot of the... Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 Dutch cities connected up. Groningen? Maybe I can... I mean, I will have to do all of these with buses. I mean, I don't have to do them all with buses. I could do them all with trains, but I feel like that's just... That's a bold thing to do. Right, so Amsterdam, here, 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 here. Amsterdam is going to be second. Alkmaar is going to be first. Rotterdam third. Dordrecht, Antwerp, Brussels. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty darn happy with that. The BT 244... Yes, let's do it. Inflation. Yeah, inflation, by the way, is slowly but surely increasing the cost of everything. I do care about this train more so than I care about anything else. So, let's do it. I am happy with this. Let's do it. Okay. This is the real opportunity to make an absolute ton of money. I am really hoping that we can do this. So, we're going to start to see... Yep, out to here. So Antwerp, customers that are going to Antwerp, customers that are going to Aachen. There is an indirect path. There is no path to Utrecht. But that's okay because we're about to solve... Maybe we solve them with boats. Yes, these are all like little maritime areas. So we start in Amsterdam. What about if we do... Here. 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 And then just, like, do the way back. I mean, is that going to be enough? Maybe I want to do cyclical. What's the capacity of a water taxi? Capacity of a water taxi is 20. I mean, if I spend a little bit more, it's going to cost me 450k, but we can get 50. So I get that, and then I toggle cyclical. And then that will allow us to basically connect up all of the watery stuff here. Yeah, so we're going to go here, to here, to here, to here, to here. I mean, maybe I shouldn't do cyclical because there might be some people in Nijmegen that want to go back along the route. So, yeah, whatever. We'll just do that. I think this is I think this is going to work. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. So, Amsterdam to Leestrade. They want to go back to Amsterdam, so they're going to have to wait a little bit, but they want to go to Arnhem. Then, yeah, heck yeah, they're going to be able to get there. Absolutely. Really excited to see that. 58 out of 120 passengers on the big Amsterdam Express, as I am now referring to it. That's good. That's really good. Let's have another little look at the Austral Aviation. I mean, I can buy you... Oh, it's only going to cost me... It's only going to cost me 1.5k. Company value is absolutely nothing. No, it is going to cost me a lot of money. It's going to cost me 3.3. So it's the company value plus the loan. Unfortunately, defaulting doesn't really seem to exist in this game, because otherwise I feel like I could just push them into default, but hey-ho. Anyway, Brussels demand over to Wiesbaden. That is just a flight, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, maybe I could do... Maybe I could do another... Maybe I could do another flight. And we do have one of these aircraft here. The problem is that there is no route back. There's no money coming back. Frankfurt to Brussels? See, if I got a hub in Frankfurt, connected everything up to Frankfurt, and then flew from Wiesbaden back, that might not be the craziest idea to make a little bit of money. Cool, but let's not worry about that for now. Let's see if we can try and optimize vehicle profitability. Brussels to London is making absolutely hee-haw money. There's one passenger, and we have 100% fulfilled that. I don't even think people in Brussels want to go to London, do they? No, and we can't grow until we get more. Against my better judgment, I am just going to purchase another plane. Just so that we can fulfill that Brussels demand and get the money, and then also level the city up. Because leveling the city up means more destinations, and more destinations means probably one of these places. You know, that we already have connected to our network, so we'll probably be able to get more money. Right, Aachen, where do you want to go? Paris, Lille. Technically, there is an indirect connection to Lille. But, whatever. Luxembourg. Again, technically there is... What the heck happened? How did this happen? How did this happen? When did I get rid of that? Oh my giddy aunt. I didn't even notice. I did not even notice. Brussels to Luxembourg. Yeah. Why the heck did that not, Why the heck did that not happen? No rails can't leave? I've fixed it now, though, right? Let's see if it'll now work. Edit routes. Drop Luxembourg. Then add Luxembourg again. Or actually, well, drop it first. Confirm edit. There we go. When did that happen? Did I do that? Well, either way, that should now fix things. And that now means there is a connection to Luxembourg. Oh, Aachen is so close to being able to pop off. It's good. Yeah, when did I do that? That's so weird. Right, Brussels demand is going to be fulfilled. I'm thinking, by the way, I'm thinking that I want to go... I think I'm thinking that I want to go to Paris. It's going to be a little bit of an investment, but I'm thinking that I want to go to Paris. I'm also thinking, you know what? I'm buying a hub in Frankfurt. I know, I don't know what I'm thinking. But we've got people that want to go to Brussels, and therefore I also want to get people to Brussels. Do people want to go to Frankfurt here? Yeah, they kind of do. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to go there, to there, to there, to there. 120k. Very, very simple state of affairs. We'll get a route. We'll go from Frankfurt to here. Yeah, here, and then put Frankfurt in second. That's what we want to do, right? Yep, that's what we want to do. And we'll put you in there. Great. So what I'm really hoping to do, more than anything else, is that we're going to drive up some demand for, you know, passengers to travel from Wiesbaden to Brussels, so that at least, like, the legs of travel of these two aircraft that I now have here aren't going to be completely empty. I mean, there is a little bit of demand. There's just not that much demand. So if we can fix that, that would be great. Aachen, you want to go to Dusseldorf? Fine. I mean, we've got 4 out of 4. I mean, we could do with a hub upgrade here anyway, to be brutally honest. Aachen, yep. Let's go here. Upgrades. Yep. So, oh yeah, 12 out of 13. I guess something has been connected. I don't know what's been connected, but something has been connected. Still says that Luxembourg has no direct path between Aachen and Luxembourg. I mean, there is an indirect path though, right? It's Aachen to Brussels, and then Brussels to Luxembourg. Don't know why you decide to not count that one video game, but it's fine. My trains are now fully restored. We're back to making money. Yeah, that is so strange. I have no idea when I deleted that bit of track. Fulfill Brussels demand 100%. Love to see it. Great. We've done that. And then we just need to get you going somewhere. And I think Dusseldorf and Malberg. Can we do both of them? Where the heck is Malberg? It's over here. You know what? I mean, the Dusseldorf one is fairly easy to do. But I think I want to go... So we've got Netherlands here. Maastricht is in the Netherlands. Let's do road connections to there. Road connections to there. Yeah, that's fine. And then road connections up to Dusseldorf. 116k. I think that's reasonable. Aachen, with its brand new and improved operation. Our hub, should I say. We're going to go here, Maastricht. Here, Herleen. Or Herlen. I literally have no idea how to say any of these things. And then I think we're going to toggle cyclic on this one, so that we can now go straight back to Aachen and then just do the whole sort of process again. We're just going to use a simple truck. Do I want cyclical? Where do people want to go in Dusseldorf? Let me actually ask the people of Dusseldorf where they want to go first. Yeah. Well, the people in Herlen want to go to Maastricht, and the people of Maastricht want to go to other places. Look, you know what? We're going to toggle cyclic off. I think toggling cyclic off is probably the best play in most circumstances. Either way, that will be, I hope, a direct connection from Aachen to Dusseldorf. At least I hope that'll count. No direct path, yep, but it should count as soon as we get in here. There we go. We will fulfill the requirement. We will make some more money. That is great. Right, vehicle profitability. The London to Brussels route. Don't love it. The London to Nevers route. Also, don't love it. However, there's no way to drum up passengers to Nevers, but there might be some way to drum up Nevers passengers to go to Brussels. Does anybody around here want to go to Brussels? You want to go to Nevers? No, literally nobody wants to go to... Literally nobody wants to go to Nevers, and literally nobody wants to go to Brussels. So, you know what? That's fine. Weisenbaden, there's still actually quite a lot of demand on this route. I think this is cool. I think this route is really... I think this route is really cool. I like it. And you know what? I might actually just get another one of these trucks. I mean, what else am I going to do with sort of 4 slots here? Double up. There we go. And, I mean, if we make money, right? And I think there's plenty of, like, activity in this little corridor to make money. Right, the real question is, am I gonna suck it up and try and go to Paris? Also, how's my boat doing? My boat's on 25 out of 50 passengers. I love this. I feel like this is the only place that we could make this setup work. My train? Where's my train? My Amsterdam Express. How are you doing, buddy? Let's go into fast forward mode so that I can see it. 26, you're making money. You're making money in your second month of operation? Yeah, literally your second month of operation, and you're making us money. In fact, I think all of our trains should be making me money. Yeah, I am really, really happy with how this rail network is coming together. The next route is very simple. It's Paris, this place, Saint Quentin, maybe Charleroi, and then Brussels. I think that's a very, very easy build for us. Passenger-wise, wow, we are up on our passenger count already. That's nice. That's really nice. I wonder if we could invade. I wonder if we could invade the UK. Your company value kind of sucks. Your operating profit is diabolical. See, that's because you've spent all your money on building roads. Building roads all the way up to Newcastle, for goodness sake. And who cares about that? Who cares about that? Right, Amsterdam. It's time to connect up all of the other cities that I have yet to connect up. Groningen, Assen, Zwolle, Leeuwarden. For goodness sake, honestly, some of these places. Nijmegen. I can at least say that. At least I think I can. But you know what? Actually, let's not do any of these things. What I really want to do is I know what my next month's plan is going to be. If I have the money, great. We can buy out a competitor. Maybe. I can borrow 2 million more. Oh, that's so good. Okay, our interest is quite high, but it's fine. Build a hub in Marburg. Shame that I built one in Frankfurt, but it would be easy enough to connect up. Earn trust in the Netherlands. Lovely. Cities have grown. Ghent, Liège, Brussels, Namur, Berningen, Aachen. Everywhere is flipping grown. I mean, literally, because of this train network that we've put together, it's great. New events started. Events are predefined and increased tourism. Christmas. Okay, it's Christmas time. I don't know what that necessarily means for tourism, but that's okay. We hit 4,100 passengers. We can absolutely do this. We can absolutely do this next time. Right. Brussels. 7 people want to go to Brussels. 7 people want to go to Brighton. How many... Price is 1. Wait, what? Only 1.2 million? To get support, you need to have at least 55% trust in the city. Company trust is 0. Why are you so cheap now? Is anybody cheaper? Royal Baltic Shipping? Royal Baltic Shipping in Italy. Right. That's going to cost me 3 million. Why is that the China group? Okay. At least that's actually operating in China. Cloud Austral Airlines. Okay. Global Latin. Global Latin, yeah, very, very global indeed. Turns out actually operating in Australia. Operating buses and rails in Australia. One big rail line. I can't believe you're actually making money. Wow. Holy cow. Look at that. 2 trains. That is quite bananas, actually. Right. Okay. Do I want to buy out you? The problem is, right, they have nothing that I want. They have 2 vehicles. And they don't make money. But I will grow Paris. Connect Grenoble to Aachen. But I have 2 million in the bank right now, and I feel like I should be doing something with that. I tell you what, let me not do that for now. Here's what we're gonna do. We need to build a hub in Marburg. Let's focus on this. That seems a little bit expensive, but it's fine. We'll do it. Build a hub in Marburg, great. And now we need to connect up Frankfurt, Aschaffenburg, and Aachen. Well, Aachen is easy. In fact, everything is easy here. Here's what we do. We connect up the Cologne line, and we just get these free connections that are already part of this increasingly large and unwieldy route. Right, so after Cologne, we're gonna do Siegen and Marburg. Yep, it cost me basically nothing to deal with, but that's perfect. And that's 1 connection. Amazing. Where's Schiffenberg? Fine. Here's what I think we can do here. These multi-routes are really helping me out. This is good. Right, we build that. And then we do... In fact, I suppose it could be dispatched from either Frankfurt or Marburg. Doesn't matter. Frankfurt, here, here, here. Yep. And then back. And... Ooh, look at that. That's a level 2 bus. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. What the heck? I think it might be a little bit overkill for what we actually need. But we can always get a second one if we do indeed need it. Right. Grenoble. This is so unbelievably far away. What if I flew to... What if I got it to Nevers? It doesn't need to be a direct connection, does it? What if we did a... I mean, there's no way. There's no way that this is in any way worthwhile. I mean, this is... It's a lot of... You know, 212,000 is a lot of money, but it's not enough to, like, buy a plane, for example. So I feel like that's maybe something to avoid. Also, I'm now thinking... Can we do a Luxembourg to Bern route? Can we connect up... Can we connect up this route down here? I feel like I love this sort of like European rail plan that we've got going on. It's pretty darn sick. Right. So that is connected. Aachen is now connected. Frankfurt is now connected. We have got all of these connections up and running. Arnberg, Paderborn. Where else? Here. Yeah, so here's what I think I want to do. I think we want to go here, 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 here. Yeah. We're going to do it. 300k. Absolutely worthwhile. And then you. Great. And we'll buy a nice expensive bus as well, just because I'm so wealthy that I can prove it. And we will connect that up. Now, that should give me all 3 connections, right? Oh, I'm actually worrying. Maybe I have got... I mean, Frankfurt is looking really, really good. There is definitely a connection. It's an indirect path, and we're completely fine with that. But I just wonder, have I maybe, like, not got enough capacity on this route? I feel like we might need more capacity on this route. Double it up twice. Absolutely. If we get the double capacity, then that should mean that the Marburg people that are trying to get to Aschaffenburg will be able to do so, because if they can't, then that's kind of problematic. You're pretty much full. You're not quite full. Yeah, I don't earn trust in London. Wow, all those flights has actually made a not insignificant difference. You know what? Maybe I just edit this route, and instead of starting in Frankfurt, we start in this place. Yeah. There we go. And so now we get the bonus. We get the 3 bonuses, which is fine. And that's probably going to mean that I need to sell off, like, one of these buses. Yeah, we can sell off, like, the level 1 bus. If you're not making money, then, you know, we will sell you. That's just that simple. Grenoble, I do not care about that route. We need to be realistic about this. I do not care. Are we going to hit... Oh, we are absolutely going to hit the next level of company classification. And you know what? I think it's trains that are doing it. I really, really do. I really do. I really want to get... Part of me thinks maybe I just get, like, another train route that comes down here. Maybe it connects into Amsterdam. How much would it cost? The problem with this area, by the way, is it is 100% water. That's not true. It's not 100% water. 2 million there. Great. What about this? What about that? 380k? I mean, that's not unreasonable, right? And then what about Tilburg, Eindhoven? Do you know, I actually kind of dig that. Is that in the Netherlands or is that in... I think that's Germany. I kind of dig this route, to be honest. I kind of dig it. Even if I can't connect it up right now, I can sell off this sucker right here, because now we no longer need a road connection into... Oh, there's a Venlo. What the heck is Venlo? I didn't even realize that was a real place. To be fair, that could have been said about just about flipping everything. Right. Disconnect you there. Remove. Need to be very careful about this. Venlo, and then across. Yeah, so it's a bit of a... It's a bit of a weird journey that this train is going to take. But I think it'll be worth it. Also, look at my passenger numbers. I'm kind of killing it right now, I think. Kind of killing it. Let's get to the end of the month, so we know that we're going to get at least... Well, 600k, basically. 600k in just grant money, which is perfect. Overflow, have indirect traffic. I think that was an achievement. I'm assuming that was an achievement. I don't know. It just popped up and said overflow. Okay, great. Destinations have changed. New year, fine. Loads of cities have grown. Potential to upgrade. Some vehicles have the potential to upgrade. I am not that bothered, to be honest. Right. Optimized vehicle profitability. I feel like the profitability issues are all going to be over here. I will address that later. I think I've already dealt with some of it. Oh, look, it's frosty. Very, very frosty. Less frosty in Europe than it is across much of Russia, which is very, very cold. But that's fine. We don't need to sweat the small stuff too much. Right. Let's get my brand new train route. You know, I love train games. I love train games. I love transportation games. I love it all. Right. Start in Brussels. Yeah, starting in Brussels is fine. Here. This is going to be my longest route yet. Am I okay with that? Very, very okay with that. And it is the BT... Wait, what? Venlo, Eindhoven. There are rails there. I don't know why you say you can't. Maybe it's just the angle of the rails, but I don't think the angle of the rails actually matters. I suppose we'll see when we get to the point. Antwerp is fine. You are going to get sold as soon as we get into here. You're going to Rotterdam. Yep, great. I mean, look, people are going to have to now travel into Brussels in order to get up to Rotterdam, but it's totally fine. Also, this train absolutely crushed going between Venlo and Eindhoven, so yeah, I'll settle for that. I will absolutely settle for that. So there might be a little bit less... sort of demand up here. But it actually looks like it's holding pretty darn steady. Yep, that's looking good. Right, potential to upgrade. I don't really care about the upgrading of these two buses. Doesn't really matter. The vehicle profitability. Yeah, so you're currently profitable. You are currently not profitable. You are currently not profitable either, although I think it's kind of okay to run some vehicles at a, you know, at a non-profitable status. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay with that. I mean, it's just one bus that is doing this route. The Marburg to Frankfurt route, isn't it? I think it is just one. And, yeah, I mean, it's hardly amazing. But it's fine. Yeah, I do worry about the fact that pretty much everybody wants to go to Marburg. Nobody else wants to go anywhere else. So, therefore, we kind of need more storage. We need more people. But, you know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Not going to sweat the small stuff. Right. Aachen. Where do you need to go? Stuttgart, Lille, Grenoble. I'm not going to Grenoble or Luxembourg. I almost want to build, like, a train route down here. Is there... Weisenbaden? We've actually already got a Weisenbaden connection. Can you believe that? That is why upgrading cities is so darn good. It's so darn good. Also, the Brussels demand is only 50% fulfilled. Are we really at 100% capacity when we get into... Aachen, that we can't pick up more people? Let's see. Before we do see, actually, let's just connect up another destination. What do I want to connect up? Stuttgart? Stuttgart is probably... I mean, it's German. I know that. So, therefore, maybe it's going to be easier. We're flying here, aren't we? Yeah, Stuttgart. Another connection? Don't hate this, actually. You know what? Yeah, let's... In Villingen-Schwengenen. Perfect. Connect up a nice little route here. 130k. Brilliant. We'll go here, here, here. And that's kind of all that I want to do with this specific route. Ooh, new train, by the way. New train. Does cost 1.6 million, so, yeah, a little bit much. That's all right, though. Right, let's do here, here, and here. I do not have the cash for this, but I will soon. But either way, that's... Is that going to allow me a direct/indirect connection? I hope so. Because we do fly to Aachen, and it would be nice if I could try and get some more Aachen customers. But we're going to have to get you to connect up to... Yep, indirect path. Great. Offload there. And then pick up passengers here. I mean, I think that works. The video game does seem a little bit sort of cagey about when it sort of classifies the people as being picked up or not being picked up or whatever. And also, tell you what, it looks like we're not even fulfilling this demand yet. So if we're not able to fulfill... Oh, no. Actually, it does look like we're doing that. Oh, there we go. It's just registered. There we go. So I guess it's sometimes when it lands, sometimes when the route's connected up. Not overly certain. Either way, this feels great. How's my train doing over here? Did I just see it almost get linked up there? I was going to check on the Brussels demand. Yeah, there's a lot of Brussels. There's a lot of Brussels demand here, but this train is apparently not able to pick up all of the different passengers when it gets to Aachen. So let's watch you. We've already done our objectives for the month. Hey, look, if we're losing money on some of these buses, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Could be worse at the end of the day. But what we have done... Oh, yeah. See, look at this. So by the time that we get to Kirpin, Aachen has got no... There's no space on the train for anything else. Right, well, we could upgrade you to the BT3200. Would cost me a lot. Capacity would go from 30 to 40. So this is 120 passengers here, so I don't know. A vehicle can transport at a time. Capacity per wagon. I guess we have 3 wagons. Right. Well, what I think we're going to do is we're just going to straight up get another train. Yeah, because we can clearly handle that demand on this route. It is going to be a bit bold because it's going to be the first time that we actually have... Wow. Lots of stuff going on. It's going to be the first time that we actually have 2 trains on the same line. But I kind of dig it. By kind of dig it, I mean I very, very much dig it. Right, so we got 500k in the bank. What are our objectives? Fulfill Aachen's demand. Well, we have hopefully gone some way to dealing with that. Brussels, anyway, is easy to sort. Berlin, however... Berlin is more challenging. You know what I really want to do? I do want... how much would you cost to be bought out? How much would you cost to be... 1 million? I have the ability to borrow more, surely. I can borrow more. I would like your routes. It's time to buy out a competitor. Yep. You can forcibly buy another company's hub with government support. To get support, you need to have at least 50% trust in the city. Oh, so I need trust in Berlin, and I don't have any trust in Berlin? I see. It's all devoted to them. Maybe on that basis, if I want to buy out this unbelievably terrible company, I need to do more. That's fine, right? And I'll tell you why that's fine. Because I think it's time that we set up an Aachen to Berlin train route. And this is gonna be one for the books, right? So we're gonna go up to Dusseldorf, which is already, I feel, is a strong start. Essen, Dortmund, Arnsberg, Paderborn, Bielefeld, Minden. I mean, this is going to be expensive. Hanover, Brunswick, Magdeburg, Potsdam, Berlin. Is that the right route for us? I mean, we're going to miss out Hamelin and Hildesheim, but if I build a hub in Arnsberg, Paderborn. Munster is big, but Munster's only one, like, level, at least here. So this is clearly the best thing for us. Also, whose buses are operating on this route? Did I build this? I can't even remember building this. There's too many buses. Either way, Aachen, which unbelievably only has a level 2 hub. Can you believe that? That's crazy. Right. This is a big one. So, Aachen to Dusseldorf, Essen, Dortmund, Arnsberg, Paderborn, Bielefeld, Minden, Hanover, Brunswick, Magdeburg, Potsdam, Berlin. Have I missed anybody there? No. That's it. I still have the cash. I'd love to get a big train. I can't do it. I can't do it quite yet. I'm close, though. I'm close. Maybe I don't get a BT. Maybe I get one of these. No. Capacity per wagon, 4 max wagons. It's got slightly more. You know what? Fine, sure. Screw it. We'll do it. Right, so this is going to be a lot of passengers that are going to go to Berlin. We got 60 that are going to Aachen to Berlin. That's great, by the way, because that means that we can sell this. I mean, not an unbelievably unprofitable route, but look, the people are going from Berlin to Rotterdam, for goodness sake. So they're landing in Aachen. Then they're traveling to Brussels, I imagine, and then they're traveling up to Amsterdam. I mean, that has to be the way that they go. Yeah, we're gonna sell that aircraft. Aircraft are good, but certainly when it comes to numbers, you can't beat trains. You absolutely cannot beat trains. So let's do that. Okay, so that will hopefully fulfill the Aachen demand. The route to Bern, I tell you what, the route to Bern could be railified as well. The route to Brussels we have hopefully fixed with that secondary train last month. Villingen, Schwendigen to Constance. That's a super easy one. That's a lovely objective video game. Thank you. Yeah, so I was already planning this, and then, you know what? Let's just do Excuse me? Can we clear this? Right, there we go. Nice. Just a nice little route like that. And then we connect up our hub here. Well, we start at Constance. Over to there, over to there, over to there. Great. And we buy a cheap bus. Not an expensive one, because I don't think this demand is going to be huge. But connect Freiburg. Oh, that. Apparently that was our objective as well. Right. Well, it's time to see if this ends up working. I think over the course of time, we will probably manage to transfer all of the people that we need to transfer just by sheer virtue of the way that this has managed to lay itself out. Yeah. You're good. Nice. Yep, very, very happy with that. That is great. How's my big Berlin train doing? It's yet to get to Berlin, but it is making money. It is making mega money. Okay, so I need to... I mean, well, first and foremost, thankfully, none of Berlin's destinations are destinations that I want to deliver to. So that's good. So I really do think if I'm going to buy anyone out, it's got to be this. It's got to be this chump here. This guy's got 2 airplanes, I think, still, right? Austral Aviation. Let me just double check. Name. Austral Aviation. I mean, 2 vehicles. 2 vehicles. 1 hub. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. This Berlin operative here might only be operating with vehicles, but or with trucks, but they are doing operations nonetheless. How am I measuring up against my competitors? I'm 3rd now, but only just. Adriatic Transport Company. This is not the Adriatic, but it is a transport company. So there we go. Lots of roads. And what about Russia Fleet? Lots of roads as well. And I tell you what, quite remarkable network of roads. Quite straight looking roads. I guess there's not much to get in the way. Whereas we've kind of got a few mountains and a few bits and bobs. Although mostly down in Switzerland that I haven't really been dealing with so far. Can I take out more of a loan, by the way? No, I can't. Pay back 10 million in loans. Fine. We can still take out more cash if we need to. What I would really like to do, and I did think about starting over here, right? Something in the Caribbean. How cool would it be to have like a little boat network in the Caribbean? I think that'd be kind of cool. Is there anybody in Mexico? Yeah, I mean the AI doesn't seem overly. I mean the crazy thing is some of them are absolutely popping off, and others. I mean, really nothing at all. Either way. How do we buy this sucker out? To get support, you need to have at least 55% trust in the city. You can forcibly buy the hub. So we need to... Maybe we just, like... Maybe we get, like, a... This is... I mean, there's nothing stopping us, right, from... Oh, I have a nasty idea. I have a nasty idea that will really gain me trust in Berlin. It's just that simple. I mean, I do kind of feel bad for the driver of this train, who has got to do about 1 billion stops. But, I mean, what the heck, right? It's gonna work. It's gonna work, because the Berlin to that city route is currently only being served by a tiny little bus. A Gdansk to... Gdansk is... Where the heck is Gdansk? Not sure where Gdansk is. Okay, it's next month. That's good. Build a hub in Lyon. More connections in Brussels. Flippin' heck. Okay, Brussels is growing. Brussels is growing ever bigger. How are we doing over here? I need to keep watching this train, because otherwise we will have issues. Right. 160 passengers. Look at that. Look at that. Brilliant. That is big money right there. And then 100, right, take them right back. Amazing. Potato Transport has got 12% trust. What are we doing in Berlin here? Oh, look at this. We're already up to 46% because we've got a country trust bonus of 20%. So that is this That is this marker right here. This is going to be so easy to take over this area. Yeah, so there are certain cities that have more trust in other people, but Germany as a whole is my backyard. You know, I'm operating here. Okay, build a hub in Lyon. Lyon, why do I want to go down here? I don't. The video game wants me to build something to Grenoble. That's where we need to be building, apparently. Right, but we're still not able to buy you out. 1.5 million. Company trust is at 46%. We're getting there. We're getting there. Don't worry. So, Copenhagen to Berlin. Or is there anywhere else that I can maybe do? A rail route down to here. Karlovy Vary. That's absolutely not how you say it. Oh, but it would be so sneaky, wouldn't it? It would be so sneaky. Can I take out... I can take out another loan. What I'm thinking, right, is if we do Village Schwengen, Stuttgart, Nuremberg, Bamberg, Bayreuth, this place, Leipzig, Berlin. If I was to do that, I mean, let's analyze the cost of that. I mean, because do I have a hub in Stuttgart? I don't have a hub in Stuttgart. I've got a hub in Frankfurt. So we could do something like... Alternatively, I could just extend my Marburg train over to here. But I need to go up. That's the problem. I need, like, a north to south route. I can't just have a... half-baked one. Right. I want to be hitting the big cities. The big cities, ideally, that have not yet been touched. Or if they have been touched, they've been expanded by my enemy. Nice. That's 1.9 million. I do have another million in the bank, right? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I have another million in the bank, which means that I can start a route here. Yep. And then go here, here, here. Here, here, here. Here, 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 here. Do you know what's glorious? Is that I yoink customers. They've connected up to my network. I need to check out what that is over there in a second. But they've connected up to my network. Look, because they have built over to here. Yeah, so this is all, that's all new. Right, let's get the BT blah, blah, blah. Let's do it. 700,000. Absolutely worth doing. If that doesn't gain me the trust of the Berlin Council or whoever it is that is running Berlin, I don't know what will. That's big. That's absolutely big. Speaking of big, have I now completely eliminated the need for this vehicle? I think I have. I think I have. Reutlingen, Stuttgart, Reutlingen. Yeah, we're gonna let you get back and then sell you. Yep, there's no real need. I mean, I may need to get another train at some point, but it's okay. Right, are you gonna be able to keep the capacity up? I certainly hope so. Beautiful, and you're just gonna get into Berlin with 46 people, which should be enough to make profitability. And then you take 103 all the way across to Karlovy Vary, which is definitely not the right way of saying it. As I say, we're also 100% at capacity in a train. That maybe is a bit of a bad thing, but, I mean, this is the first run. This is the first iteration of it. So it might not, you know, be totally representative of all future services, but it's fine. Right. Brussels, if we miss this connection, or if we miss this this objective here, I don't care about Lyon. I mean, honestly, just go away, Lyon. Stop popping up. Earn trust in Berlin. Oh, we have managed to fulfill... Yeah, we have 100%. I'm really, really sorry, but you are mine. I am buying your transport hub. You are mine. You are mine. 100%. Coastal Solutions went bankrupt. It wasn't on the coast. You didn't stick to your roots. I mean... You love to see it, don't you? You absolutely love to see it. So, vehicle profitability. This is not good. But also, I don't care. And you down here? What about you? You are doing... You're doing fine. You're doing fine. I don't know why you look like you're going bankrupt. Frankfurt, whatever, who cares? Right, Brussels, do I want to improve Brussels? Connections to Aachen. Really? Really? We are still not able to get... Honestly, Aachen to Brussels is fine, apparently. It's just the Brussels to Aachen bit. And it's 100% because... Wait, what? Ghent, Brussels. Yeah. So this is the route. This is the route. Duplicate this one. I can't duplicate it, apparently. Duplicate the train. Oh, yeah. It would cost me just too much money. That's the problem. Because I'd have to upgrade the hub as well. That's not true, actually. I could start it in Aachen. But, whatever. I mean, upgrading this hub is not going to cost me a million bucks. The real question is, what's next after we upgrade the capacity into Aachen? There's no direct path between Brussels and Amsterdam. What are you talking about, video game? There is absolutely a direct path. There might be an issue with capacity. There absolutely could be an issue with capacity, I grant you that. But there is... Yeah, we need to double up on some of these trains, by the way. This is totally unacceptable. We are almost at full capacity here. Still almost at full capacity. These people all want to go, presumably, to... Everybody wants to go everywhere, to be honest. There's a lot of variety in the destinations. Yep. Double up on the train. Fine. What's your issue? Oh, I see, you're over capacity. Indirect capacity is the maximum number of amount of indirect travelers a city can accommodate. Loads of people going to Ghent. Well, that is an easy fix, right? The easy fix is that we just need to double up or triple up on this train here. Can I buy... Can I take out more loans? I can't, unfortunately. Yeah, we're going to have to wait until the next month. Tutorial, indirect traffic. Yeah, don't worry. We're going to deal with that. We just need more money. I don't think I'm completing any objectives this month, though, unfortunately. So I don't think I'm going to be in for a mega payday. Also, do I still have any flights traveling to Berlin? This is looking really good now, by the way. I'm very happy with this. Oh yeah, I've completely forgot. I've got the hub in Berlin now, which is quite nice. Pretty chuffed with that. Yeah, we didn't manage to get any objectives completed, but it's okay. Fulfill Amsterdam demand. I've just increased the number of trains that I have working on this route. Unless Amsterdam magically has got another destination. Utrecht. Utrecht is... Yeah, Utrecht is a little bit of a strange one to get to, because it means that... Wait, what? This is not my route, but... I mean, it is my... It's my route now, but it's not my... It used to not be my route. It's my route now, but look at this route that my competitor started operating. This is like a cross-country bus service. Utrecht is connected via... Utrecht is connected via this, yeah, Nijmegen route. Which is nice. But I don't see the boat anywhere. Oh, there you are. And you got 50 passengers. So that's the issue with Utrecht, right? So people in Utrecht need to go to Amsterdam. There's 54 people waiting there. It's just not going to have capacity, right? It's like people are going to get... People want to go to Amsterdam here. So, yeah, we're going to have to double this up. It's going to cost me 500k. The problem is that a lot of the things that I need to double up that will enable the unlocking of bonus services, they just need to... They just need expensive replacement trains or expensive upgraded trains. We'll at least get a copy of the boat, so that's good. That will fulfill the Amsterdam demand. The Aachen demand, I think, truthfully... that looks like Bern. Looks like Bern is the issue. I mean, we do have... You're going to somewhere else. We do have the opportunity to get another aircraft. And aircraft are actually quite cheap, and it does allow us to achieve the objective fairly quickly. So I think in order to try and fulfill the Aachen demand, temporarily, we will get the aircraft. Now, ooh, we've earned trust in a bunch of these cities. New events have started. Easter and King's Day. Destinations have changed. Cities have grown. I'm growing all the cities, which is what matters. Right. How much does this competitor cost? 1.6 million for 2 vehicles. Well, the good news is that they're apparently making more money by flying to Brighton, which is fine. It's at least better. I am going to start the Paris to Brussels service soon, though. And it is going to pop Paris off, let me tell you. It is going to pop Paris off. I need to get a big route going, though. And unfortunately, nobody's developed any of Paris. Earn trust in Frankfurt. All of these old places that I have yet to properly gain trust. Yeah, it looks like the Coastal Solution still exists, like as an entity, technically. As in, like, it still has a little bit of trust in local governments, but not very much. Fulfill Aachen demand. Right, here's what I want to do, right? I would like to get another train on this route. Or, alternative... In fact, you know what? Just copy. Yeah, just... I was going to say copy or perhaps upgrade it to, like, a bigger train. But that's just going to be far too much. So, just get me another train. A third train on the Brussels to... Literally the Brussels to Marburg route. How crazy is that? We have loads and loads of passengers here. And all they want to do is go to Ghent. Ghent and Amsterdam. That's the place to be. Right, we are absolutely going to blow past regional fleet and turn into a national network. I've been, to be fair, I've been the national network of Brussels for a good while now. But we're still going to keep on going. I just really want to hit that Aachen demand. I really want to hit that Aachen demand because it's so easy to do. Frankfurt to Brussels. We know what we need to do. It's just a case of actually doing it. Why the heck does everybody want to go to Ghent? That's what I want to know. Why the heck does everyone want to go to Ghent? And also, can I do any upgrading here? Hire a hub manager. A higher city level is needed for this building slot. So we can almost get there, but that's fine. We can upgrade this. This will not increase the number of indirect travelers that I can have, though. That's fine. That's fine. Almost 20,000 travelers over the course of a month. Right, let's start planning out my Paris route. Brussels, St. Quentin. Don't even want to guess how to say that. Le Mans, where they do the rally race, I think. Or the 24-hour race, whatever it is. How's that? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We need 1.4 million in order to build it. So we're going to have to wait for the payday from fulfilling the Amsterdam demand to come through. But apart from that, I think we're ready for it. Okay. City shrunk. That's not mine. Stralsund? Yeah, are any of these... I was going to say, I need to check a lot of these buses to make sure that they're not, like, just hemorrhaging money. Because the nice thing about having a network already here is that it is already here. Like, we don't need to adjust it. But a lot of the buses will be unprofitable because, well, that one's my unprofitable bus. That one also is my unprofitable bus. That one is not my unprofitable bus. Yeah, but either way, that's going to lead cities to shrink if I just immediately remove them. Stralsund? Where was that? Where do we think that was? I mean, it sounds... It's up here. It sounds German, so... Yeah, I need to get my teeth into North Germany in a little bit, but it's fine. More connections in Aachen. Fine, we could connect up to... Has no direct path to Brussels. Okay, video game, I don't know why you're thinking that. Marburg. We are currently over capacity. We got loads of people that want to go to Frankfurt. Is it time for a north-south train? I think, you know what? Maybe we just do a little train line. Maybe we just do a little train line. Where's the current... Yeah, you. This is a really weird route here, right? Because, I mean, it doesn't go very far, but yet it's constantly losing money. If I, like, actually just, like, get two more vehicles in here, and we just kind of go over the top, will that actually mean that we make more money? I actually legitimately think that by investing in more vehicles, we might actually make more money here. I'm also thinking maybe we want to ditch Castle as a route here, but whatever. Or as a destination. Right, more connections. Weizenbahn, Grenoble. I'm not building to Grenoble. Goodness gracious me. Nijmegen. Nijmegen is connected indirectly. Eindhoven is connected indirectly. Yep. It is absolutely connected indirectly. I guess the problem is that we're just over capacity. There's just so many people that are wanting to go between Aachen and Brussels. Well, you know what? Maybe it's time for a brand new route. Maybe it's time for a brand new route. Aachen to Brussels. Yep, literally just like an express service. Ooh, brand new bus. Don't mind if I do. Not for now, but definitely for later. Yeah, okay. There we go. Nice. An Aachen to Brussels express route. We're not going to mess around with this any longer. We got too many flipping trains on this area to be worried about this. We need to go Aachen, back to Brussels. Great. That now counts as a direct route. And also, hopefully, Eindhoven, Nijmegen, etc. That should be great. The other thing that I want to check out is this route over here. You absolutely need another train to be on it. I mean, if the train is at 120 capacity, then yeah, we need to be... I mean, look at all of these exclamation marks. It's all indirect travelers, because we do not have sort of point to point. It is hub and spoke that we have chosen to adapt here. Why isn't... Yeah, so this is going to be an issue here, right? Because this is only aircraft that we currently have operating this journey. Is there a better aircraft? There is a better aircraft. I will replace you with a better aircraft. It will make probably little difference, because I need many orders of magnitude of better aircraft. Good. So, can I borrow any more money? I cannot. Company value is 22 mil. What does that put me? It puts me third. A comfortable third. Russia fleet is just going absolutely bananas, though. Still. Brussels, Weizenbahn, Calais. Yeah, Calais is an issue. Calais is an issue, because it is served by this one single little bus. There we go. Get 3 more. But if I can at least try and deal with this. I will also say, by the way, I'm playing in the classic game mode. This is like the classic Transport Tycoon mode. There is a game mode that allows you to do basically, you know, like mini Metro, where you have to try and stop cities from overcrowding. It's kind of cool. I checked it out a little bit before deciding to play this mode, but it definitely does exist and is cool. Right, you could get duplicated for 1.6 million. That is so much money. More connections, Grenoble or Nijmegen. Yeah, look, I mean, if we deliver like one single person to Nijmegen, which is not out the realm of possibility, maybe there's somebody here from Aachen, I don't know. But if we deliver one person, then we will satisfy the connections and we will get 220,000. Or maybe not. You never know, that might not happen. Right. I kind of thought this would be something that would happen. Indirect traffic problem. It's overwhelming my vehicle's capacity. I know. It's not good. Bernigan. You know what? We can fix that quite easily. We just need to buy another one of these trains here. There we go. Duplicate. Wow, 1.3 million. Why is the cost so darn high? Oh, it's because it would cost 300,000 to upgrade a hub, but also inflation. Inflation is increasing over the course of time. Well, I'm gonna save to get another one of these trains anyway, because it is important that we do sort this. So yeah, get that done. Fulfill Brussels demand. Great. Earn trust in Kiel. Don't know where that is. Don't particularly care. Right. I think Marburg, where are you going? You're trying to go to Frankfurt? Yeah, this is such a dodgy route here. This is really not good. So these buses just are refusing to make money. But they all want to... This is so weird. Like, they're constantly transferring passengers. I mean, this is a... Delete you. Fine. Delete you. I mean, you are making money, but you're barely making money. I know that I just bought, like, 3. I bought, like, 3 of these trucks for, like, 100 and something thousand apiece. And I'm not happy with how this is working out. Right, so Marburg, you are currently doing that route, and then this route. Yep, we're going to sell you as well. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to replace this with a train track. So, Wiesbaden, you're going to Brussels. You're going to Brussels as well. Everybody wants to go to Brussels. Right, here, 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 here. And then an offshoot to here. How is that 2 million? Because I haven't yet built this. Of course it is. Fine. Well, clear it all. And then do this. Yeah, so now we've got... Now we got a route that looks like that. Castle as well will go up there. Is that the best route for us? I mean, we could just, like, ignore this or just create, like, a little offshoot. I think creating a little offshoot is fine because the angle of the train does not matter. It's more just the fact that it's connected up in the first place. Right. Here. 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 I don't like that at all. Marburg, you're going to go right down at the bottom. I've made a real dog's dinner out of this. Right, start here. Marburg. Wetzlar. Frankfurt. Then out here. And just do that. Just do that. And do it with a, an old train. There we go. Create the route. Fantastic. And now there is still like a few trucks. There's like 3 trucks going around here. If these trucks don't make money, or if they don't shuttle the people to the right place, then we can always address that later on. But for now, this is fine. Wiesbaden is connected up, but it's a tenuous connection. Because it's with aircraft. I don't love that. Wetzlar. Yeah. Yeah, here's the problem, right? In Marburg, we now have people that want... We have 316,000 people. We have 375 people that want to go to Frankfurt. And that is stymieing a lot of our growth here. That will be addressed. That will be addressed over the course of time. I think if we... Oops. I think if we allow the video game just to run for a little bit, it's going to go down to 318, and that's fine. More connections to Brussels? Flippin' heck. There's so many connections to Brussels already. Okay. Maybe we just get a direct... Maybe we just do a direct route here. Also, can I now take out another loan? Still. There might be a max. There might be a max. The max might be 3k. Expenses-wise, how much we're paying in loan interest? 83,000. Absolutely nothing. Expenses from road vehicles. Road vehicles are far and away the most expensive thing? That's surprising a little bit. Okay, well, anyway, here's what we're going to do. Marburg, Frankfurt. Just give me a back and forth route. That's all that we need. Yep. Great. Create. Go. Okay. You will take 120 passengers. Fantastic. Seigen. That's great. Fantastic. Pick up more. And you will take a full load down here. Finally, we're starting to get through quite a lot of the missing pieces of the puzzle. Any buses that are ridiculously unprofitable? Yeah, a lot, actually. A lot. A lot. Can I look at you? Yeah, you are very, very worryingly expensive. I'm going to sell you. It might lead to some cities becoming less grown. If they do, that's on them, frankly. There we go. See, we already have a route that goes up this way anyway. How much? You over here? Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna sell you as well. Just don't care. Just don't care at all. Berlin to Kotz. Sell you, sure. Okay, so that's liberated a little bit a little bit of money as well, which is quite good. Now, I am going to go Brussels, Charleroi, Saint Quentin, this place, Paris, this place, Le Mans, here, here, here. 1.7 million. Very happy to pay that price. So, Brussels did get a upgraded hub recently. Ostend. Where the heck is Ostend? You know what we can do, actually? I'm going to make a new track. Ghent, Bruges, Ostend, Dunkirk, Calais. The Dunkirk bit, yeah, that's going to get revised in just a little bit. Cool. And then we will create a brand new train. I know that I'm kind of got distracted here, but Ghent, Bruges, Ostend, Dunkirk, Calais. We create that with a brand new train. Perfect. And that will at least fix some of the issues that we're having, because getting people into Ghent is an absolute flippin' nightmare. It's pretty consistently, like, up at the top here. Obviously, Calais is quite high. 109. Ostend is also quite high. So, you know, you got 200 people that just need to go from here to basically here. So that is something that we can address. This area is overflowing with people that need to go to Amsterdam, because I need another boat. Duplicate for 709,000. I'll take that deal. Am I interested in getting a bigger and better boat? I'm not interested in getting a bigger and better boat, because that would increase the speed, but that would decrease the capacity, and I need the capacity. So, you know what? Yeah, I will get another boat. I am sticking with the boat philosophy. I mean, I can build rails all I darned well want, but boats are cool. Boats are cool. Boats are very cool. What did we hit last month in terms of transport numbers? 23,000? That's okay. I think we'll do better this month. Right, let's do the route planning for the... We'll go into 2 times speed as well whilst we're waiting. The Brussels, Charleroi, Saint Quentin, Paris, Le Mans. There we go. Now, I've not really done much stuff in Paris. Also, what? Look at my competitor's aircraft. I see more than 2. Have they finally started actually doing stuff? Maybe. Maybe they have. You know what? Maybe I want to go for a bigger, like, train straight away. 200 passengers? I mean, it's going to cost me 2 million in order to do this. Yeah. Or alternatively, I just settle for a class 2663, which does have a higher capacity than the 2400 anyway. I'm not doing an aircraft. Not a chance in a billion years. But there we go. Okay. Good. Anyway, how many aircraft do you have? How much is it going to cost to buy you out? Oh, wow. You've got 5 vehicles now. You're flying to Brighton, Évreux. I cannot quite believe that is... Really? Paris to... An aircraft to travel that distance? Well, I suppose you're going Évreux Campania. Évreux Paris. I mean... I'm just embarrassed. This is just embarrassing. Loads of passengers want to go to Amsterdam. Do you know what we need to do? Do you know what we need to do? We need to build the flipping channel tunnel. To Canterbury, Dover. I don't know. Look at this. 17 million. 17 million. Oh, but it would be oh so glorious. And then that would allow us to get all the way up to Amsterdam. Right. I have not sorted this. All cities should prosper. Cities in the Netherlands are growing exceptionally well. Supply the demanding cities for a chance to receive a grant. Utrecht, Almere, Tilburg, and Heerlen. What do you need? You need transportation to Amsterdam. Indirect traffic is overwhelming things. Moscow? You want to travel to Moscow? Yeah, we need to just get more trains. We need to just get more trains on all of our Dutch lines. And if we do that, then yeah, we will pretty much solve all of our problems. Amsterdam. Also, the Amsterdam to pretty much anywhere route is a bit of a problem because our boat service is great. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It's just not transporting enough people. We just do not transport enough people. You know what? Just transport more. Transport more. We've now got loads and loads of boats on the network. Is it going to be enough? Probably not. Is it going to lead to me to maybe have some issues? Arnhem has shrunk. Nijmegen has shrunk. Everybody wants to go to Amsterdam. I know everybody wants to go to Amsterdam. I'm trying. We're trying to solve this problem as well. Earn trust there. Good. How's my French route doing? How is it doing? Not too badly. Not too badly. And how are we doing in Paris, trust-wise? Well, I'm fulfilling Aachen and Brussels, so I'm fulfilling at least some of the demand. Paris is going to grow, which I feel like is a good thing. But yeah, we'll see. Wow, we're at capacity. We are absolutely at capacity in like all of these different places. I need to get more trains. I need to get upgraded trains. I need to be better trains. We just don't have it. Passengers go to Brussels. I mean, yeah, just get more. Get more. We really have no problems. We've solved Amsterdam's indirect traffic problem, but I'm trying to grow all the cities. A hub in Belfort, video game. You just don't get it. I'm not going anywhere near Grenoble. It's just not what I'm interested in doing. I am interested in Bern, though. I'm interested in doing a route to Bern. It's funny how I initially did think about like building a hub in Switzerland, but I didn't really want to. Right, how are we doing here? Rotterdam, Amsterdam. Rotterdam and Amsterdam are both areas that we want to... I mean, look, we have 4 trains. We have 4 flippin' trains on this route. I mean, can I upgrade you to the next level? Cost me 1.3 million. I'm going to do it, actually. I'm going to do it. I mean, I'm using the BT 2400, like, quite liberally. But... I mean, if I actually started rolling out some decent trains to a couple of these routes, that might actually be quite handy. Right, cash-wise, can we borrow any more money? No, I cannot. I still don't really want to pay off my debts because, I mean, it just seems ridiculous. All cities should prosper. Yes, I know. I'm trying. Earn trust in France. Earn trust in Czechia. Cities have grown, cities have shrunk. It's probably the ones in North Germany that I did not have responsibility for when we started this game. Destinations have changed. Oktoberfest! Plus 50%. Nice. Okay, we got 30,000 passengers last month. That was good. That is good. Chartres? No idea. How on earth are you still more trusted than me? Also, is Brussels now... Yeah, Brussels is now up to level 6. So, can I do this? A hub? A city infrastructure is a great investment. What can we buy? A fuel depot? Headquarters? Increases your company's influence and collects taxes from other companies that enter the city. A hotel? Increases indirect capacity and city trust. Marketing agency? Support center? Wholesale vehicle broker? Meh? I think, to all of those. A hub manager. He'll be responsible for hub funds and will wire transfer back what's left at the end of the month. Sure. Goal, maintain routes. Expand city, maintain routes. So what does this do? Will not create new routes. Existing hubs will be taken care of, ensuring profitability and efficiency. Okay. So we can supply funds and they will make us money, I guess? I guess we'll explore how that actually works for us. So can I can still like upgrade and deal with all these things. Oh, I can go up to BT 3000 now? That would be great. That would be really, really great. However, I think we should just settle for... the BT 3200, yeah, as opposed to the BT 5000. There we go. Good. Yeah, because the Rotterdam route, the Amsterdam route, still definitely something that I want to try and fix. Can I get a hub manager? Sure, screw it. We'll hub manager here as well. I still don't understand how it really works, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, maintain routes. He'll be responsible for hub funds and will wire transfer back what's at the end of the month. I mean, what if we go to expand city? Will that mean that you'll start to buy vehicles and operate them? And maybe you'll sell off the unprofitable ones? Or adjust the unprofitable routes? I'm not sure. So bank balance is looking pretty good. And it looks like, yeah, it looks like he upgraded automatically. So that's kind of cool. Well, that's great. If that's the case, then I absolutely want to expand the city here. And also Aachen as well. We can only do this when we hit... What is it? Hit level 6. There we go. Expand city. I got Amsterdam on expand city as well. Yeah, we do. Nice. Okay, so I'm hoping that that's just automated money for us. Right, Brussels indirect traffic problem. Where do you need to go? Flippin' Aachen, man. Aachen, Aachen, Aachen. Now, there's a lot of routes. Aachen to Bern. Aachen to Brussels. This is the route that we need. We need to get you upgraded into a better train. Fantastic. Because that is really, really important. Apparently, nobody needs to go between Aachen and Brussels, but everybody needs to be going between Brussels and Aachen. Well, that's fine. We've addressed the issue. Chelmsford. Brussels to London. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Everything is going through this one single little aircraft. Oh, God. Super, super worthwhile, eh? My French expansion is looking good. City shrunk. It's Potsdam. Oh, that's one of mine, but it's okay. Destination's changed. Is this... It's the boat network again. It's 100% the boat network again. We are not fulfilling any of our demand between Utrecht and Amsterdam. I need more. I need more boats. I need more boats. Can I upgrade the boats? Silver Ripple. Ooh, 1.5 million is a very steep asking price for a boat like this. But our capacity is going to increase quite a lot. So I would be very, very interested in that. Can I take out more of a loan? I really can't. I would like a Silver Ripple. Yeah, so the problem is that with hiring the hub managers, which is good. You know, don't get me wrong. That looks fine. Also, this is just a joke. This is not good. Nijmegen, you need to go to Leelstrad. That's more boats. Believe it or not, that's more boats. Yeah, this is just crazy. This is just crazy. Right, Silver Ripple. We got way more than I originally anticipated. 2.2 million. Yeah, I would love to buy. I would love to buy some more boats. Optimize vehicle profitability. Actually, not many. Actually, not many at all. Maybe I could hire a hub manager here. Yeah, hire a hub manager in Berlin with the goal of expanding the city. I think that's a pretty decent idea. Expand the city. 12 to 16. I think, honestly, of all of the places that we can make money, Berlin is a great place to suggest. We can also get a hub here. Maybe I can immediately buy a hub manager. Maybe I don't necessarily need what we expect. Also, we just blew through the national network. We're now a continental network. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, cities are growing. Great. We're happy with this. So yeah, what I need to do, build a hub in Nevers. I'm not going near Grenoble video game. I've already got a flight to Nevers, and that's enough for me. Connect Lyon to Brussels. I just don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. So yeah, if I buy a hub here. Yeah, good. And then hire a hub manager for 200k, which we don't currently have, but we do now. Maintain routes, expand the city. And then if I just give you more money, there's currently no bank balance, right? Which is fine. But if I just give you money, are you going to be able to just, like, buy Are you just gonna be able to buy like roads and routes? That's kind of what I'm vibing with. I have no idea though. Maybe I do want to like, maybe I do a little bit to help out. 200k in order to buy that flipping bit of road? It's quite a lot, but I'll do it anyway, because Poland is quite big. There we go. So with 135k in the bank, do you want to expand? I'll give you more money. You got 300k in the bank. Yeah, but we still do Lodz to Poland, Lodz to Warsaw. Yeah, so weird. Like, the hub manager system... No. Definitely don't want that. Hub manager system doesn't really work in the way that I kind of think it does. Yeah, goal is to expand the city. We'll manage existing routes, but its main goal will be to supply all of the city and demand growth to it. What about if I connect up here? 158k? Yeah. Will that allow you to get a route? What? That's not me, right? Wait, who did that? Who did that? Is that a connection to Moscow? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was not me. Can we kick these people out? You want to go to Amsterdam? You're going to have to pay to use my flippin' railway that I have handcrafted across most of the continent, realizing that you've actually built a lot more than me. Russia fleet. Yeah, we're not going to be able to buy you out, are we? Yeah, we need another 270 million or something. That's worrying. Yeah, but you're not really... I just don't know what you're... I don't know what you're doing. I really am not sure what you're doing. Right, so here to here. It seems like the hub system works sometimes, and other times doesn't work. Go. Maybe I just need to kickstart your ambitions. Nice. Okay. I'm just gonna leave you. I'm just gonna let you do what you need to do. Bank balance. Hopefully it ticks up. Hopefully it ticks up. That's all that I can. That's all that I can say. Right. All shitty should prosper. Utrecht. Yep. Is Utrecht still having massive issues with getting people to Amsterdam? It absolutely is. This is my silver ripple, and it's looking great. And we need to get another silver ripple, but it's going to cost me 2 million bucks. If I was to upgrade you, it would only cost me 1.5. I'll do it. I will do it. I am a little bit skeptical how much boats cost relative to everything else, because it does seem a bit crazy. In fact, it seems very, very crazy. Also, somebody, i.e. not me, has built this line between Minden and Amsterdam. And you need to go to Berlin. Well, now we can do a direct service. I mean, this is still my part of the world, so you know what? Utrecht, Arnhem, Gronau, Minden, Hanover, Brunswick, Magdeburg, Potsdam, Berlin. You're going to get yourself a direct service. A Tempest. Oh, we've got level 5 buses here. That's pretty nice. Yep. I know inflation is getting high, but I do not have the money to buy anything more sort of sophisticated than that. So we're just going to have to roll with this. Right. I need more. I need way more of these trains. There we go. 2, 3 of them. 3 trains on this brand new route that I have created between Amsterdam and Berlin. Is that a bad thing, the fact that they will all be in tandem? Yes, but actually, they're all 100% full. So at the end of the day, I actually don't think that matters. So are you running any... Amsterdam to Moscow? I did this? Maybe I'm the... Did one of the hub managers build a railroad to Moscow? I mean, it does look like... I mean, if we look here... Where is it? Oops. If we look here, there is definitely a route there. It's not my route. But apparently I also have a route that goes directly to Moscow. That is astounding. Yeah, Russia. This is Russia fleet. These are trains that have 60 capacity. That's a very bad train. That is kind of remarkable. Well, the hub manager in Amsterdam has to be commended, I suppose. Murmansk to Amsterdam? An aircraft flight, surely? Surely an aircraft flight. It's a boat. What the heck? I mean, it's losing a little bit of... well, whatever. Who cares if it's losing money? It's not mine to lose money on, but there's a boat there. That's kind of cool. Utrecht, Almere. Yep, we are working on it. I still am shockingly out of cash. Right. All of the destinations to Moscow. This is... I mean, loads of Russian destinations here. This is... Amsterdam to Kazan. I'm running that service? I'm running an Amsterdam to Kazan service? I'm running a boat service? Between Amsterdam and... What is the route? What is the route? I mean... What the... Am I going... I actually don't understand. Like, where are you? Okay, so we go up and then down. Right, I did not realize that was an option. That is kind of insane. Right, well, apparently this is, like, one of my most profitable routes right now. I am surprised. I am surprised. I'm very surprised. I'm kind of delighted. I'm even more surprised, though. Yeah, 10 million has got to be the max, by the way. Warsaw. We've got 3 routes. That's not my one. So, clearly, I need to give you more money. Yeah, there we go. So, if I gave you 2 million, suddenly, look at that. You're off to the races. Immediately, airplanes, the whole thing. So, there's clearly, like, this, I guess, like, critical mass. We got a hub manager in Berlin. We do. Expand the city. I'll give you 2 million. And you've already spent it. Amazing. Yeah, so there's clearly like a critical mass of cash that is needed in order for the hub managers to just like go at it. Copenhagen. There's no hub here. I could get a hub here. I'm gonna get a hub here. Let's do it. I feel like hub managers are a bit cheaty, but if it's working, right? 1.2 million in order to make it work, and then we're gonna need another 2 million on top of that in order to be happy. Can I bully? Yeah, I can absolutely bully this sucker out. 5 million in order to get all of this stuff. Here's the thing. I don't have a hub here. It's unfortunately, it's their, yeah, it's their city. But if I save up, to buy Paris, and then I buy the hub from them for 5 million, which is, you know, it's a lot of money. But if I buy the hub from them for 5 million, I can get there in like 2 months, which shouldn't be too difficult. Brussels, let me guess. No, it's actually the UK that is most of the destinations. How much do you cost to buy out? 2 million? We have a little bit of trust here, though, right? No. No, we don't. Amsterdam. I mean, I could introduce an Amsterdam to London route. And if I did that, I could use it to build a whole bunch of trust. I think the Channel Tunnel is a really, really nice idea, but it's just too much money. Here's what I need to do. Here's what I'm going to do first, though. I'm going to conquer Paris. Paris is absolutely on my list of places to go. Where did I just lose all my money to? My money just all went down the drain there. Where did it all go? Did I send it somewhere? Let's have a little look at my cash. Expenses. Oh, I see. So apparently, I don't know where the... I don't know where... This isn't me. This is somebody else. Oh my goodness, there's somebody else there. Apparently my AI... My AI is building infrastructure somewhere. I don't know where, though. That was me. That was me. Maybe that bit? But, I mean, that doesn't cost 5 million, surely. Unless it's something stupid, like all the way over to here or something like that. I don't know. I don't know where they built... I don't know where they did it. Okay, but you know what? It's fine. I can buy this hub now. 6 million. Yep, buy it. We need 55 trust. We've got it. Have 50 regional plane routes under 500 kilometers, and we unlock a new thing. Right, the great thing about owning this, right, is that we can go here, hire a hub manager, expand city, and give you 1 million in order to do that. So, this is going to allow me to really accelerate, I hope, my operation. Each and every hub should be making money. Each and every hub should be making money, and that's what matters. Now, in order to get control of London, in order to wrestle control of London, we have got to do a couple of things. There's a Brussels route. There's a Calais route. All of them are ideas of places to go. 2 million. It's so easy. All we need to do, though, is just get the trust up in this city. And we are flying, like... We're flying into a lot of these places now, but the problem is capacity. We're really just not, like... We're not doing much capacity. Maybe I just save up and spend 17 million on the channel tunnel. Oh, man, it would be so cool. The other problem is, though, is it's going to unlock London's connection to the rest of Europe, and I don't really want to do that. You earn trust in Le Havre? Am I flying to Le Havre? I guess I am. Great. Paris has got some connection issues. Yeah, I mean... Can I give you, like, another 2 million? Yeah, I think if we just, like, throw money at Paris, then this might, like, kind of solve our problem. What about Brussels? Brussels now has 64 vehicles. Why did I not do this sooner? Fulfilling Aachen demand. Aachen has got 44 vehicles. Oh, it's great. A hub here? How's my Polish hub doing? Not as great as it could be. What if I was to give you, I don't know, 2 million? You spend it immediately. You spend it literally immediately. These vehicles cannot be, like, profitable. You're running, like, the same... You're running, like, 16 vehicles on the same route. How is that... How is that happening? I want you to build the infrastructure and stuff, right? I don't want you to waste money in my... Yeah, no wonder. No wonder you're losing an unbelievably large amount of money. So that's where my money disappears at the end of the month. If my operations in any one of my hub cities is doing poorly, I guess it just collects money from me at the end of the month. Yeah, so switch on to maintain routes. Switch on to maintain routes. I know that you're trying to grow the city, but I really don't think you're managing very well at all. So Berlin is not a great place to do business, as it turns out. Maybe I just need to throw yet more money at the problem. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's the issue. No, but the good news is that Aachen and all of my other places make money at a ridiculous rate. Absolutely crazy rate. So, London, we're going to London. You want to go to Brighton? I am going to get to Brighton, Southend-on-Sea, Brussels, etc. I am going to do that. I am going to do that. I'm going to be the one to connect up the channel. It will be mine. It will be mine. Right. We have 1 million. I have 1 million to borrow. I will do that. I think I need, like, 1 more month just to sort of satisfy myself. How's Paris doing? Paris is doing good. I think I'm going to throw more money at the Paris situation because we're actually making money there. Brussels, yeah, we're making loads of money here too. This is good. Right, one more money. One more month. 27 million. How am I doing company-wise? We're still third, but not by much. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Right, Calais, Dover, 21 million. Fine. Dover, Brighton, London, create. So, if I want to compete, I will build a hub in we need to have trust above what does it say? We need to have a trust with the majority of travelers. I don't think that we have that anywhere in the UK, do we? No. Even like Oxford? No. It's fine though. It's fine. It's fine. Now, is the Brussels connection gonna get to London? I don't think so. Brussels to London. It's fine. Right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a Brussels to London route. And then an Amsterdam to London route. Right. Calais, Dover, Brighton, London. Yep. And big train. Nice big train. Perfect. Beautiful. Unpause. And then Amsterdam. Not Brussels. Just, I don't know, do Bruges, Ostend, Brighton, London. Sure. And then choose a this train. Yeah, so we need 3.1 million in order to make this happen. I will get there. We have got the... We could actually build rails between Amsterdam and Bruges. That would cost me, yeah, not very much, and it would give me a big time saving because we don't actually need to go, you know, across that side there. Come on. I would really like to get this done by the end of this month. I need 3.1, so it's not much. But the problem is that my money doesn't come in until the end of the month. And at the end of the month, it is... Yeah, it's a lot later. We lost trust in Brighton. That's okay, though. 48%. What about in Dover? We can do this. We can do this. I'm going to take over this hub if it's the gosh darn last thing that I do. 4 million in order to buy it out. I mean, it's easy. It's easy. All we need to do is just figure out... We need to figure out the connections. So you're going back to Amsterdam. Duplicate that. Duplicate that. Yeah, get 2 more. 2 more trains into London. I think that is going to be... It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Milton Keynes, I could do... I mean, can I just get... If I just have just a little bit more trust. I've got the trust in Brighton. Let's do it. So, hub in Brighton. And then I am going to hire a hub manager. Absolutely something that I'm going to do. And then when I hire a hub manager, it's going to go absolutely crazy because I'm going to spend 2 million making this happen. But before we do commit to anything else, I'm going to do Milton Keynes, London, Brighton. I feel like I'm just eating this poor company's biscuits for breakfast. Is that a phrase? Not really. But the point is, we're going to go... Yeah, London from Brighton. I mean, that's 230 passengers right there. That's a huge number of passengers. Into London. Pick them up. Who cares if there's nobody from London going to Brighton? We can go back. We go back to London. There's 191 going to Milton Keynes. I am fighting for each and every... I am fighting for each and every one of these customers here. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious. Okay. So, Continental Network up to Transcontinental Network is 100,000 passengers. We might not get there right now, but that's okay. Build a hub in Hanover. Yeah, you know, I could do that. I need a little bit more money to be able to throw some money onto trains and stuff. But it's fine. How are we doing London-wise? Trust-wise in London, not super great. Not super great. What about here? What about a marketing agency? Increases passenger demand from the city? No, I want trust. City trust. I don't want city trust. I need city trust, country trust. That's what I need. 13 million. 13 million is a lot of money. 1.5 million in order to increase country trust by 10%. So now we're up to 33%. Which I think is okay. 150 people going to Aachen. Bruges. To Edinburgh. I mean, that's okay. That's fine. Brighton, yeah, I'm going to just... Because I have the hub here. Have 9 million. Have 9 million. Maintain routes. No, 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 no. You're going to expand the city. You're going to expand the city, and you're going to grow. I've given you 12 million to play around with, Brighton. You need to take this seriously, and you need to grow, baby, grow. I am worried, however, that we're going to end up giving London just a few too many juicy bits of growth. What are we up to? 45%? 45%. I mean, what if we were to buy another hub? Dover loves us. Let's buy this here. Dover loves us a lot. Let's do another support center. Does that take me up to 55? I somehow imagine not. Let it adjust a little bit. 41, 46, 49. We're definitely like within the realm of where we should be. Milton Keynes. Oh, we can buy out the hub here. Yes, absolutely. Let's do it. I mean, how much is the company worth overall? What is it? Aegon Solutions, 45 million. It would cost me 55k to buy them outright. I don't have the wealth for that, but I might have the wealth for it next month. Maybe we, instead of like buying out hub by hub, maybe we just try and buy them out wholesale. I don't know if that comes with the hub managers. I think it comes with the hub managers, but I'm not too sure. Also, we have hit transcontinental transit. I'm gonna buy you out. Yes. Yes! Have an average efficiency of 80% across 100 flights or more. A880 is unlocked. I can't believe it. We now have complete control. The Indian group was bought by Russia Fleet. Aegon Solutions was bought by etc. Okay. Right. Adriatic Transport. How much would you cost to buy out? 400 million. I mean, you're pretty much the only player in Europe there. Wow. Can I buy Global Latin? 200 million? Nah. Not a chance. Right, Ukraine Navigation. 8 million? I mean, yeah, I mean, it looks like you have got... I mean, you've literally got 10 vehicles, so let's not get crazy about this, but you're not exactly a huge business. Caribbean Airlines, 11 vehicles in Spain, 31 million. That is an absolutely outrageous amount to be paying. Have I got a... Yeah, here's 2 million. Here's 2 million more. Paris, I said that I would give you more money. Here's the money. It's happening. There we go. Right, so London, it's now our hub, which is great. Hire a hub manager. There we go. Just go at it. Beautiful. And I hope that that makes us money. We need to be on expand the city here. Milton Keynes. We need to be hiring a hub manager and expanding the city. Brighton, hiring a hub manager, expanding the city. Are any of these places going to make us money? I do not know, but I know that I will certainly try. Expand the city, give you 2 million. What about up north? Any hubs up here? Edinburgh, Dunfermline. One in Newcastle. I suppose that's close enough. Hire a hub manager, give you 700k. Organize you to expand the city. Great. Okay, 26 million every month. That's good. More connections to Amsterdam? To me, it seems like a money problem. Where do your people need to go? To Kazan? That's just a bit crazy, right? There we go. Give you like 10 million. There you go. You can buy as many boats to Kazan as you want. I mean, there's 2,000 customers that want to go to Kazan. At this point, is it not just cheaper to get a railway? I really, by the way, I worry about Russia Fleet. They are the biggest. They are the biggest that we could possibly come up against. My operating profit is more. It's a good position to be in. I think all of these companies have Austral. You got one hub. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. You bought a hub here, but you don't actually have anything. Yeah. Atlas Fleet. Japan. Yeah, I'll buy you out. Sure. I'll buy you out, and then I will invest here. Hub manager. Maintain routes. Expand city. There we go. How about that? How about that now? You can just go crazy, and you can expand Tokyo, and hopefully make us an absolute ton of money. I hope that that will work. It might be a bad business decision in the long run, but I hope not. Transcontinental transit up to logistics conglomerate. 88,000 up to 250,000. Right, Balkan Voyages was bought by Russian fleet. So here's the problem. Transport 10,000 passengers on flights under X number of distance. Here's the problem. I think every time I'm buying a company, my competitor is choosing to buy a company, which is a bit of an issue. China Group? I can do that. I can absolutely do that. Sure. Shenzhen? What's the capital here? It's Beijing, which is... Wow, we've bought a lot. Beijing is not mine. That's the American group. Of course it's the American group. Fine. Fine. Cities. Amsterdam is actually the highest level in the game. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Let's just choose you, I guess. Hire a hub manager. Here we go. Expand city. I mean, I really need to be doing this, like, pretty much everywhere. I know we've got a lot of issues here, but it's fine. Our hub manager. Also, who was that was competing against me here? It's the China group. Okay, that's fine. Well, the China group is now mine, so we're okay with that. What are you? Sky Iberian? Sky Iberian. You compete over here. And you're going to cost me 80-something million to buy out. Right, don't love that. But it's okay. I mean, I wish there was an opportunity just to say, hey, like, give me the opportunity just to buy, how much the American group cost, by the way? Not that much. 43,500,000. I'll get there. Yeah, I wish there was an option just to say, hey, just give me the... Just give me the option to buy a whole bunch. Okay, we now have complete control of the Chinese market, I think, right? Oh, no, that's not true. There is still Sky Iberian, which is quite big. So that gives me Beijing, which means that I can hire a hub manager here. Expand city. Don't have enough wealth to give another 2 million over there. That's fine. Okay. I think this is going to boost my passenger numbers. I hope it's going to boost my passenger numbers. How's Japan doing? The problem is I just don't actually have that much confidence that the video game is going to... Here we go. I just don't have much confidence that the video game is going to be able to do what I want it to do. And that is to actually, like, build out here. Are we making money in Tokyo? I mean, it seems that way. It seems like another couple of trucks, though, are just making a huge loss. Global India was bought by Russia Fleet. Yeah, so I feel like they're just going to get way ahead of me. 2 billion now. Global Latin. Global Brazil. Mediterranean ferries. Mediterranean ferries in Indonesia, of course. India bus service. Actually in India for once. 42 million. Yeah, I feel like there's just too many hubs. There's just too many hubs for me to, like, actively pay attention to all at once. Yeah, there you go. Take 2 million. See, like, you were going from a very, very high level of profitability up to a not very high level of profitability, and I don't think there's any way that I can change that necessarily. Yeah. Oh, look at these guys actually have real aircraft. That aircraft is flying 4 people. That one's flying 34. That one's flying 2. How are you sustaining those levels? By the way. Also, can I, like, find some way to... Can I find some way to... I don't think there's any way that... I don't think there's a way that I can, like, say, hey, kick my competitors out. Because that would be kind of cool. Yeah. But the fact that I have complete control in London is nice. We have the objective to expand the city. We're spending money. That's good. There you go. Take another 20 million. See, it's funny. I don't know when the infrastructure investments are made. I don't know when the video game decides, hey, I'm going to make the infrastructure investments, and when it decides, hey, I'm just not going to do anything. India bus service was bought by Russia Fleet. I think Russia Fleet might be popping off. Also, Paris. See, look at Paris. I mean, I threw tons of money in here. There's another 20 million right there. But it just seems like it seems like they don't want to build. Maybe they don't want to build. Maybe they will just... Maybe they will only build if I build the infrastructure first. Maybe I've got this... Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. There we go. Will you do something? Will you do a train there? Doesn't look like it's a train. Yeah, so weird. I'm not quite sure how the hub managers end up working, because, you know, Nevers to Paris, that could be a train line that ends up Brussels to Nevers. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea how the hub managers work. That being said, I'm pretty excited for this game. I think it's pretty good. It's definitely undergone a lot of improvements since the last time that I played it in demo form. I wouldn't have played it for what, nigh on 3 hours now if I hadn't enjoyed it. It's good. I think the automations are, yeah, stuff like this, kind of weird. I think there's still a little bit of improving to be done on that front. Definitely in terms of like the AI though, I think it's good. I mean, why on earth I'm running a ridiculously long railway line into the middle of nowhere in Russia, I'm not quite certain, but apparently we're making money, so that's good. But yeah, I think the AI requires just a little bit of tweaking, but certainly in terms of like what I see here, definitely pretty darn good. Anyway, folks, I've been Orbital Potato. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.